Natural history. SDMNH represent. My name's Henry Oak, and I'll be your guide today to the wonderful world of G to the E to the ology. Now I know what you're thinking. Geology? Who wants to learn about boring old rocks? Well, did you know that rocks are actually super cool and interesting? Let me tell you all about it. From the pebbles on the beach to the cobbles in the streets, every stone that you can see will teach you rocks rock. And if you want to learn the history of Earth from the present to our birth, you gotta study rocks. And if you're a great geologist, you'll learn where hidden knowledge is and get into good colleges because of rocks. And if you want to save the planet, then you gotta understand it. Know your geodes from your granite, now let's talk rocks. Who can tell me what a rock is? No one? Come on now, take a shot, kids. Look it up in the dictionary, and you'll find the definitions vary. Noun, any natural material, hard or soft, with a distinctive mineral composition. Now here's a question, what is a mineral? I'm glad you asked. It's a chemical compound, not a liquid or gas, but a solid structure at room temperature that occurs in nature, like arseniocyderite or alaphane or amethyst or anethase or analorite. Now that you're hip to the basics, Professor Oak is gonna put you through the paces. Pokemon reference, oh that reminds me, there's a Pokestop at the gift shop behind me, so don't forget to get yourself a Geodude when you stop in to get yourself a Geodude. Anyone? Cause it's a reference to the video game Pokemon. Oh, here comes the chorus. From the pebbles on the beach to the cobbles in the streets, every stone that you can see will teach you rocks rock. And if you want to learn the history of Earth from the present to our birth, you gotta study rocks. And if you're a great geologist, you'll learn where hidden knowledge is and get into good colleges because of rocks. And if you want to save the planet, then you gotta understand it. Know your geodes from your granite, now let's talk rocks. Rocks are a window through time. If you don't believe me, this'll blow your mind. How old's the oldest rock? You think 100 years, a million? The Naboo-Gita Greenstone Belt is 4.28 billion. That's old, even older than your mama. But like mama's DNA tells us the saga that led to her birth, rocks tell us the story of how the earth formed and all of its glory. How? Well, let's take the NGB. Get up in that greenstone and you'll see putative fossilized microorganisms found deep in the chert. They support the supposition that life began at the bottom of the sea in geothermal vents, even hotter than this beat. From the pebbles on the beach to the cobbles in the streets, every stone that you can see will teach you rocks rock. And if you want to learn the history of Earth from the present to our birth, you gotta study rocks. And if you're a great geologist, you'll learn where hidden knowledge is and get into good colleges because of rocks. And if you want to save the planet, then you gotta understand it. Know your geodes from your granite, now let's talk rocks. Earthquakes, landslides, volcanoes, oh my, learn about them all when you step on inside. Diamonds, rubies, if you like jewelry, we've got gems that'll get you drooling. Dino fossils so colossal, paralyze your hypoglossals. You can't see them in this museum. Once you hear the rules, don't make me repeat them. 1. No phones in the exhibit, leave it in a cubby and don't forget it. 2. R-E-S-P-E-C-T, the features, teachers, staff, and me. 3. Save the best for last, talking rocks is such a blast, and geology's for everyone. So rule number 3 is have some fun! Rocks just rock!
I remember my drivers were conflicted, misallocating my RAM.
Ooh! Y'all know Professor Oak's got love for all things geologic, but this world consists of more than just the ground beneath our feet. In fact, that's what this rap song is all about. Dig it. Last week I took a hike on a nature trail, on the hunt for meta-sedimentary shale. AirPods in my ears to blast my trail mix, but I was down to the last of my trail mix. On the drive home I heard my tummy grumble, needed to refuel and recharge on the double. Luckily there was a co-op on the way, granted not the one our monthly dues go to pay. Couldn't believe my eyes when I saw what they had done inside. The wordings on the labels of the aisles blew my mind. First off, apparently rice is ethnic food now. Imagine my fingers doing air quotes by my mouth. Now, Caucasians and ethnicity too, but I look around this aisle and I don't see no German food. I know it doesn't seem like it should be a big deal, but who lets you decide what's an American meal? Racism doesn't rock, but sometimes it can be kinda hard to spot. You don't even realize that you're microaggressing. It ain't okay, but today we're gonna learn the lesson. Now you got every right to be dubious of a cis white hippie fighting phobias. Truth be told, my ignorance was copious until I saw a Disney movie called Zootopia. It's about a bunny named Judy Hopps and Nick the Slick Fox. They're like buddy cops, and as they save the city from a faceless plot, Nick calls Judy on her racist thoughts. See, Judy sees the world in terms of predators and prey, and though she means well, bias leads her astray. Oh dang, I said as I put back the Blu-ray. This story is a metaphor for how we view race. You see, Martin Luther King Jr. had a dream, but if the Mayor Bellwethers get away with their schemes, by preying on the prejudice we leave unseen, we'll never be equal, so it's time to come clean. Racism doesn't rock, but sometimes you just gotta take stock of the ways that you were and the ways that you are. What words do you sing when you're alone in your car? Now some of you are saying, hey, that ain't me. I've always been down with equality. Well, pop quiz, hot shot, what do when you see bigotry in front of you? If you turn away from what you see, you're enabling white supremacy. You gotta do more if you're Caucasian. Use your privilege to save this nation. How? Dang man, how the heck should I know? I'm just a San Dimas fellow with a nice home. Even though I rap and I make donations, and I never ate at Soup Plantation. Sometimes I just feel like I'm just woke for show, even though society is broke for sure. I feel so useless, I get so steamed. Hotter, hotter, hotter till I've got to scream. Racism doesn't rock, but on a systemic level it has to stop. We gotta do more than like some tweets. We gotta take this fight right to the streets. I'm freaking dick, y'all. Yeah, Henry Young is steamed. Listen up, kids. 1, 2. Who picked the cotton? Who owned the fields? Who built the railroads? Who greased the wheels? This house of cards is a loaded deck, built by hands we chained below the deck. In the words of Lenin, we protest white men, and we'll never make it right till we protest. The moral arc of history bends towards justice only when you bend it with a pair of just fists. Rise up till they put you in the ground, burn it all down. A motherfucking John Brown, true allies don't fuck around. Burn it all down. A motherfucking John Brown. Start a riot, smash the state, split some heads when you storm the gates. Torture fascist with the flaming Molotov. If he's still breathing, put him down with your sword off. Rip the heads off these Huh? Oh no, babe, I'm doing my raps down here. Yeah, I'm still doing the racism rap. Alright, I'll be right there. I'm gonna just wrap this up. Hey everyone, I gotta wrap this up. Listen, I feel like I got a little carried away there. It's important to express your anger, even your desire for violence in your art. But I just want to make it clear that violent protest it's complicated. Don't take my word for it. Good place to start, honestly, might be Satyagraha by Gandhi. Or, I just heard about a very interesting book on fresh air. It's called The End of Protest. It's by Micah White, who's one of the founders of the Occupy movement. His central thesis that, we're fading out, I gotta go. Only love can drive out hate. Master's tools will never dismantle the master's house. That quote really gets taken out of context. Audre Lorde wasn't trying to discourage...
I remember my drivers were conflicted, misallocating my RAM. Sometimes Windows 10 did the same. Power cycling, full of resentment. I found myself screaming into my swear jar.
Look, okay, marble, slate, quartzite, all the best rocks are metamorphic.
Oh, yes, hence the phrase, schist is a girl's best friend.
Who says that?
Diamonds are a girl's best friend, and diamonds
Are minerals.
are found in igneous rock, therefore igneous is the best QED.
Oh my God.
Citation needed much? Aesthetic quality is only one factor in rock greatness. Need I remind you, sedimentary
please.
rock covers 73% of the Earth's surface.
Oh yeah, that matters.
And yet, their total contribution to the crust is a pathetic 8%. Single
you take that back, you son of a...
Colleagues, enough! This argument's so old I could carbon date it to the Cenozoic era. The three of you need to settle this beef once and for all.
Okay, well, how do you propose we do that, Henry?
With an all-out, no-holds-barred, peer-reviewed raps battle. May the best rock type win. Yeah? Like in Hamilton. Let me just pull out my Apple Mac laptop here.
I don't know, Henry. I mean, my specialty is igneous petrology using induction-coupled plasma spectrometers, not spitting hot verses.
What's the matter? Scared you'll lose?
Hand over that microphone.
All right, I want a good, clean discourse here. Show your methods, cite your sources, and don't let them see you bleed. Dr. Yang, you may proceed. Blow a kiss to the igneous, hottest around. The only rock that started from the underground. And its course when it's forced to just chill in the crust. I got to get the gab, bro, turn my haters to dust. And if I had to choose either die or write and decide on one, I'll never die. Spit fire like fighters in the Second World War. Getting higher off the fires off the volcano core. Lava cools down faster when it's extrusive. Hear that laughter? That's cause you blew it. Felt sick, killer, you can see through it. Felt sick to your stomach is spewing. Intrusive igneous beneath the surface of the earth. Intuitively loses heat in service of the birth of plutonic rock like the Greek god of hell. Blew off the top like when Pompeii fell. Too hot to stop as my confidence swells. Shoe god to drop like their Nikes on sale. Got obsidian lines so sharp you can't touch it. I'm the dark crystal, the rest of y'all muppets. If you're being pragmatic, you can call me magmatic. Set the block up in the panic. Survivors up in the attic who have had it up to here with my pyroclastic flow. Take their house out from under them like bank foreclosure. It might not be too easy to see it. Earth's crust 90% igneous. Worked up through the ground undefeated. Blew up, left nobody else breathing.
Well articulated, Dr. Yang, as always, but let's see if you're ready for some thesis defense. Dr. Cartwright, your rebuttal.
Sediment, better than other rocks because it can hold its own by holding stones at different times and continents. So only pieces lost at sea can stick to other rocks again. You see, rocks get weathered by wind and water. They waste away, they turn to clay, the pieces get smaller. And these itty bitty pieces seep into one another, filling creases, compacting cement and squeezing. It's romantic how they gather in space. Let's talk sedimentary back in my place, cause I'm hot for bedrock until your bed rocks. Yabba dabba do me, give my pussy a TED talk. Fucking out of wedlock, suck your fucking head off. Get a PhD in the anatomy of me, doc. Finger my hand holds like Alex Hole. Know the ropes this time, I'll climax free solo. Shake my ass so good you'll think that it's seismic. You want research, but first I want your big dick swallowing your geological detritus. Choke on you until they give me the Heimlich. You worry climate change will make the oceans rise, but the real global warming's right between my thighs. Love is like rocks, it can sometimes be bumpy. If you want to see my cave, you're gonna have to spelunk me. Gosh, I just love rocks.
Okay, thank you, Cynthia. That was very detailed. Dr. Timothy Leacock, you have the floor.
Round 3.
Fight! Hey there, folks. My name's Timothy, PhD in geology. I work at the Sandy Museum of Natty History. Look, I don't really rap. Rhymes aren't my thing, so I guess I'll just try to give this one a shot. Shoot, I should have said swing, rhymes with thing. Oh, God, why am I doing this? This is gonna take all night. What time is it? 8:30? Well, I guess I'll be late for my dinner date. Oh, that rhymes. Okay, with the dinner date with my wife. Golly, she's great. Anyways, back to rocks. Which one's the best one? Well, there's no debate. Well, no, of course there's a debate. I mean, debate is the cornerstone of all scientific inquiry. And to be qualitative with regards as to what is surely considered a subjective opinion is, I mean, I must say, it's completely outside the domain of science itself. But, oh, 1 second. That's my wife calling. Give me a second. Yeah, I'll be home. I'm almost done. Sorry, that was my wife. Love of my life. Anyways, let's end this right now. Hypothetically, I can't decide between the pedigree of sedimentary against the entities we know as igneous, and of the three I lean towards metamorphic rock endorse the changing form is obvious. I'm confident the opulence is often missing ports and shits and metamorphosis. The protolith is tormented by forces like high pressure and temperature. Whew. Actually changes the rock itself, so any rock can really become a metamorphic rock. So anyways, no more conjecture, I'm done with this lecture. And when it comes to the greatest form of rock, I think it's easy to see. Metamorphic, it's in the top 3. Thanks everyone for listening. Timothy out.
So Henry, which rock won?
Wow. You all made brilliant points, stunning rebuttals. This wasn't a raps battle, it was a rap symposium. But I'd have to say, if there was one clear-cut winner today, it's geologic science itself.
Agreed.
Oh, absolutely. Agreed, totally. But wait, here's the real question. What's the best period of the Paleoproterozoic era?
That's easy. The Siderian period.
Are you crazy?
Oh,
the Osirian
no.
period gave us the Rutherford Dome, the largest verified impact crater on
Oh
Earth.
my
actually
God, that
serious
does not
with this?
matter.
Oh,
That does
geez,
not
Here we
matter.
go again.
You have no
actually,
concept
you know
of
what?
which
Why-
I remember my drivers were conflicted, misallocating my RAM. Sometimes Windows 10 did the same. Power cycling, full of resentment. I found myself screaming into my swear jar. So I went Googling for answers. Until I came home.
Okay, boys, that's the album. It's time to go to bed.
No, Father, I'm not tired.
Father, I wish to hear
Father,
you
no.
do some more fat beats. I want to hear you lay down some sick jam.
Oh, boys, I'm so happy we got to spend this time together, but it's time for bed. I don't want you to be cranky in the morning when it's time to go to school, okay?
Oh, okay, Father.
Father, I will sleep tonight, but know this. I will have my vengeance.
Okay, Lark, in this life or the next, I know, buddy.
I bet I can fall asleep faster than you. I refuse to believe you can fall asleep faster than me. Watch me fall asleep harder and more violently than anyone has ever slept before. I'm sleeping. I'm sleeping.
Okay, let's see. File, open, recent, Henry Oak _ sex jam, final, V2, MP3. Okay, this is it.
This one goes out to MOG, Mercedes O. Garcia, mi esposa, mi corazón, mi leona. In 1824 in Cummington town, word on the street was getting around about a new mineral dug up from the ground. When you hear the name, you're gonna love the sound. They called it Cummington Nights.
Ooh, you're gonna love the way it sounds. Ooh, you're gonna love the way it sounds.
Flash forward 200 years, and I'm whispering into your ear the words I know you want to hear. We're all alone, and the kids aren't here. You're coming tonight.
Ooh, I dropped the kids at Taekwondo. Also gave them $20 for froyo.
Ding dong, it's your friends from work, Gina and Greg and Jane and Kirk, with candles and oils and toys and feathers. Like Pangea, we're coming together, we're coming tonight.
Pangea was a supercontinent that existed during the late Paleozoic and early Mesozoic eras.
Strip down to your ankle socks, and I'll slip off my Birkenstocks. And as you're grinding on my D, I keep my cool by thinking about geology. I think about coming tonight.
I got a PhD, a pretty huge ding-a-link, and I'm so rock hard. Ooh, you make me so rock hard.
Thrust faults and orogeny zones, cleavage and areoles, intrusion, contraction, compression, compaction, eustatic movements, effusive eruption, magnesium, iron, silicate, hydroxide. I feel your tongue iron to take you higher on a cock ride. The monoclinic form is a lot like anthiviolite. I'm on your clit, it's warm, girl, it's got my mantle sky high. Composition similar to alkaline amphibials, no precision filling your canal with my animal. Crystalline formations make the solubility low. Deep within your cave is where you'll make my willy blow. I'm coming tonight.
You make my willy blow so freaking hard.
Yeah, girl, I'm talking about eruption. It's 3 a.m. or so says the clock. You gotta get up early for the rock block a block, but you want some more, so here's a proposition. I'll eat your pussy till the morning edition.
Boys, what are you... Get out of the dang booth! I told you to go to bed!
Yes, we didn't listen. And now we have many questions about your song. For instance, why were you going to devour a cat?
Oh, jeez, how much did you guys hear?
Everything, Father. Not a word was lost on our pubescent ears. Who are Gina, Greg, Jane, and Kirk?
Oh, jeez. Let me make some coffee. This is gonna be kind of tricky to explain.
I remember my drivers were conflicted, misallocating my RAM. Sometimes Windows 10 did the same. Power cycling, full of resentment. I found myself screaming into my swear jar. So I went Googling for answers. Until I came home. To the wonderful world of Apple Macintosh products. Anyway, that's all I wrote. It's not really a poem. It's more like a piece of user feedback I thought you'd relate to. You know, this whole album would have been impossible without GarageBand. But now that I've got you here, there's something I've always wanted to ask you. I saw something in the project menu about virtual guitar amps. What is that?
You can plug your electric guitar right into your Mac and pick from vintage or modern guitar amps, because guitar players love this, and record right on your Mac. Now, you could say, well, this is a kind of a niche thing, right? No, it's not. Because recent surveys have said that 1/2 of all U.S. households have at least one person who is a current musician. Not somebody who played something in high school 20 years ago, but currently plays a musical instrument. 1/2 of U.S. households.
Gosh, that's a lot of households. Ugh, you know, musical education is so important. I'd love to get a piano and teach the boys how to play. We don't exactly have the money for a Steinway, though.
If you've got a Mac, you can get them GarageBand, a pair of headphones, and a USB keyboard, and they've got a $50,000 grand piano in their bedroom.
Get out of town. That is just the niftiest thing I've ever...
And this is all in one app. GarageBand is a major new pro music tool, but it's for everyone.
Ah, heck, Steve. It's no wonder Apple Macintosh products are beloved the world over. Though, I would be remiss if I didn't ask you about your company's troubling record on the environment. How can a man whose love of Buddhism inspired the Zen elegance of the iPod Touch be so blind to the waste his company creates? What would your old master Kobuno Tagawa say about Apple's planned obsolescence lawsuit? How can I reconcile my love for this planet with my love for my AirPods? What's your perspective on that? Steve? Steve? Steve?
Dungeons & Daddies is a rowdy, horny, violent podcast for grown-ups. Content warnings can be found in the episode description. We go to the Oak Garcia household, where all of your favorite characters are hanging out in the living room. Then we go to the kitchen, and while Henry is doing abominable things to popcorn, Lark and Sparrow walk in.
Hey, my beautiful boys, how's it going? You guys ready to see this Minion movie?
Sparrow says, "Father, I know." We know that things have been different for some time, and that since we've returned, Lark has been, shall we say, sullen. But Lark, I believe you have an apology for Father?
Oh, Lark, that's so sweet. You don't need to apologize for anything, buddy.
Lark comes in for an embrace, and he says, I really do need to apologize, Father. I am sorry.
Sorry for what, bud?
For this. And in that moment, you feel a blade enter your back between your shoulder blades. A knife. It's not a very deep wound, but it hurts, and you feel it go all the way in. And he steps away from you, and he just shakes his head, and he goes, I'm so sorry, Father. As you look into his eyes, you remember all the horrible things that brought you to this moment. You remember coming to the Forgotten Realms and you being the first person to cast a spell to entangle a red cloak that he defeated. You remember using your Jezball skills to build walls of fire and stone around each other. You remember using the power of your mind and your colon to completely immolate David Boreanaz, even as he was screaming that all he had ever wanted was for the Lord of Chaos to spill the blood of the unsung hero. And as you think about that, you remember that as the door slammed on Willie Stampler, he had cast the message spell.
Oh, shit.
And in this moment, you realize, as Lark mouths it in front of you, what that message was. Henry Oak is the unsung hero. And the Lord of Chaos has just spilled his blood.
Oh, shit.
And suddenly you and your two children find yourselves racked with convulsions as you all begin to vomit up a stream of black and gray static type
Do
stuff.
we see it in the living room? Like, are we?
Yes, everyone in the living room, everyone outside can hear it
Dell's
as
running
a
in
deep,
to see what's
bassy rumble
happening.
actually begins to be heard all across the planet. After what feels like forever, you stop heaving up this black bile substance, and it begins to form into a cloud, and it escapes out the nearest open window.
I stagger to my feet. I check on my boys. Are you guys all right? Are you okay?
You hear the smash of glass outside. You hear car alarms blaring.
Oh, God.
I pick up my two boys and I run out the door.
And as you head out into the front yard, you look up and you see what was the small cloud of static beginning to grow larger and larger in the sky. and it begins to encircle the earth. The sky is turning this horrible, black, staticky color. And you know in this moment that the Doodler has returned.
Welcome to Dungeons and Daddies, not a BDSM podcast.
Or a daddy's podcast. It's not about daddies either.
No, it is about daddies.
It's about daddies, but daddies isn't what you think it is. Open your mind.
This is a Dungeons and Dragons podcast that tells the story of the 4 grandchildren of Daryl, Henry, Glenn, and Ron on a quest to find their lost dads in a world forever changed by the events of Season 1. My name is Freddie Wong, and I play cool teen. I get to reveal my teen name, Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift loves anime, loves survival. Taylor's rad fact is he doesn't have a backpack. He has a go bag. He keeps everything in his school backpack. He calls it his go bag, just in case.
Is it a normal school backpack? Or
It's just a normal school backpack. But
What's Taylor got in his go bag?
He's got a lot of paracord. And one of those crinkly blankets, one of those crinkly survival blankets, and like a very, very loud whistle, because if you're ever out in the middle of nowhere, it does you no good to shout. But if you want to, auditorily get attention of someone, the whistle is the best way of doing it. And Taylor knows all of this.
Hey, everybody. My name is Matthew Arnold. I play Lincoln Lee Wilson, schooled at home soccer kid whose voice is going to drop soon. Don't worry about it. It will. Little, rad fact about Lincoln here is that he is a year older than everybody because he was homeschooled, but he loved soccer so much and he was tired of playing soccer by himself. He finally convinced his overbearing dad, Grant, to let him go to a normal high school so he could join the soccer team, but it was a year behind everybody. So he's a year older than everybody.
He's a year older, a year wiser. How did he play soccer by himself?
In the backyard, a lot of helmets, a lot of safety equipment, very, taken care of. Mostly just
equipment.
He wore a helmet.
I do have 2 quick rad facts. Was also that Lincoln fell in love with FIFA first. Like, he didn't know it was a sport. He just played the video game with Grant all the time and played FIFA. And then when he found out there's a real world of soccer, he got really into soccer. He's like, wait, this is the real version of this video
It was
game?
like Blitzball from Final Fantasy X to him.
Yes.
Wait, Dad, you're telling me that this one's real though?
Super Mario Strikers is a documentary?
Because Grant, his dad, is not quite a pro gamer, but, he was a millennial. He plays video games. So that's how they did a lot.
Grant was not a millennial.
Grant was a Zoomer.
Zoomer.
was a Zoomer.
Oh, I mean, Zoomers don't play video games.
Zoomers play video
love
games
video
too, Beth.
games.
Zoomers play video games more
As a
than millennials do.
millennial,
I will not stand for this erasure of our generation.
I want our generation to be erased.
Thanos, get on it. Hey, everyone, I'm Will Campos, and I play Normal Oak,
I just love that your name's Normal.
a perky, peppy, chipper, cheery school spirit mascot kid. Normal is the school mascot of Teen High. I don't know what the name of this high school
San
is.
Dimas High School.
San Dimas High School.
Teen High, Will? It's the same high school that we did
The kids
first
call it
season.
Teen High.
Hear me out. What if their mascot is the teen?
The teen.
So what is your costume then? Just
I
a
love
larger
that your
teen?
costume's a teen.
Teenager.
And no kid likes your teen. You're like,
Okay,
that's
so
not
he
a teen.
plays Teeny the Teen, and
There's
God.
no way I am letting our mascot just
No,
be
we're
a
the Doodlers.
teen.
No, it's great. No, it's too late. Sorry. This is a new
Okay,
season.
but
We have
a
new
teen-
canon. He's a fucking teen now.
A teen means something else.
No,
It's
Beth.
No, Beth.
You're not
So
the
wait,
mascot.
if you could say
You're
something
not
makes
the
us laugh
mascot.
harder.
You're not the mascot character. Will, put this out in the world. You yes and this.
I can't
We're
believe
now
I'm
the
You know
teens.
what?
He's on
You're
this.
right. You're right. I spoke out of turn, and
all right, so yeah, Normal is
I hate it too, Beth. Don't worry. I hate it so much. I hate it so much.
losing so much. It's like I don't like Rad Fact. I'm not a big fan of Rad Fact. And then Teeny the Teen, I guess I can get used to. Hi, I'm Beth May, and I play Terry Marlowe, a once soft-spoken daydreamer rebelling into a goth punk seeker of darkness who is not like other girls after meeting her new stepdad, Terry Steven Stampler. Yeah, that's right. Her mom's with a dude that's also called Terry. Ugh. Instead of reverting to her full name, Teresa, she decides to embrace her inner demons, and she becomes Scary Marlowe. And that's the longest intro that it will be. It's going to be like super like snappy and quick for the rest of the season.
Hi, I'm Anthony Birch.
What up, Teach?
Oh! If Anthony's 15 minutes late to the podcast record, we don't have to do it.
I think I'm still the daddy master.
Yeah, you're still our daddy.
I'm not a ratty master. That sucks.
No.
Yeah.
I guess the rad fact for this week is going to be, though this is still a Dungeons & Dragons podcast, I've adjusted some mechanics and farted around with some stuff, trying to get just kind of a different vibe. So if you hear anything that feels like that's absolutely not a D&D mechanic, give it time. If this sucks, I'll change it. And if it's cool, then I knew better and you can shut up.
Let's go!
Do it.
So last season on Dungeons & Daddies ended with the summoning of an eldritch chaos god known as the Doodler. Lark and Sparrow Oak summoned him by drawing the blood of the unsung hero, their father, Henry. The three Oak boys vomited out a bunch of static that went into the sky, changed the sky in some weird way. Everything seemed like it was going to go very bad, like the world was going to end. And that's where we ended our previous season. And now we will open like this. 25 years later. The black sun burns angrily in the crimson sky.
Did Anthony write some of this out?
Oh my God.
Shit.
I'm so excited.
Yo, hold up.
The black sun, fucking hell yeah. I'm there, baby.
lower my
I can
seat.
feel it.
I just need to get like,
Get closer to the edge.
yeah.
Yeah.
The black sun burns angrily in the crimson sky. You can see thin, shallow grooves fading into view, all pointing away from the sun. They look like somebody dragged a knife across the firmament over and over again, each time bringing the tip closer and closer to the cigarette-burned sun before slicing through the atmosphere.
Holy shit.
Fingernail scratches on the skin of heaven. And you know what that means? It's time to show up for weekend detention. The signs around town call it San Dimas, but you've only ever known it as home. San Dimas High isn't a particularly well-funded high school, but the teachers are pretty good at pretending to care when it matters. A minivan pulls up in the school's front parking lot. Inside, a man with a bushy beard and kind eyes looks into the rearview mirror. Next to him in shotgun is another man holding the hand of the first and smiling sadly. In the back seat, we see a teenage boy. Matt, who's that teen?
It's Lincoln Lee Wilson. Some people call him Link, short for Lincoln, and he's in trouble. He's going to detention, isn't he? He disappointed his dads.
Oh
So like twice as bad. So the father of yours that is driving, Grant, says, I just want you to know, I'm very glad that you've shown up for detention. It would have been very easy to not tell us that you had detention. It would have been very easy to sneak away. And I just want to say I really respect that you were up front with. I'm still disappointed in what you did, of course.
Of course.
I just want to say, well done, Link.
No, like you always told me, trust is the one thing that you can't repair. So,
right.
of course I wouldn't lie to you, Dad. I'm so sorry about what I did.
Your other father in the shotgun, Marco, says like, no, you don't have to apologize. Remember, we don't apologize except to the people that we heard. So it doesn't do any good to apologize to us, It's about finding that peace within yourself and moving forward. Does that make sense, Grant? And Grant's like, yeah, that's close enough. Yeah, sure. That'll work.
I've already apologized to Mrs. Anderson so many times.
That's very good. Marco says she may not forgive you immediately for that, and that's okay. We got to let her, be on her own journey, but you did the right thing. This is a good first step for you. And honestly, maybe this will do you some good. Your father and I haven't been the hardest on you, so who knows? Maybe some consequences. And Grant's like, calm down. It's okay. It's all right. I'm scared to see him go too. And Marco's like, I'm just scared about our little boy. And if any street toughs come up to you in detention, you just run. You don't be a hero. You run.
Dads, I already told you there was no bullies at school, and everybody's really nice to me, and I'm super safe there. So don't worry about me.
Your father, Grant, says, I'm driving to the airport shortly. I'm going to be on my business trip for like a week. So I've checked with Daddy. He's pointing at Marco and says, like, he's got all your meds ready and your food. All your meals are already prepped. I already put them in the fridge. All you got to do is heat them up. And I'm going to be calling you every day on the metaverse. I'm going to see you every day there. And we're going to...
I know, 4:30 p.m.
4:30 p.m.
I got the global clock that tells me what time it is where you are and where
That's
I
right.
am.
The Zucker clock. That's right.
Yeah.
All hail the Zucker clock.
I'll be back in meat space in a week.
I'll be fine. It's just high school. I told you it's been fine so far, Dad. I'm okay.
It's just high school's very big. There could be a lot of bullies. Our home, we had a nice little homeschool and everything was very, very safe. And I respected your decision to try to go to a bigger school. And I just want you to know that I'm a little worried. And I felt like it's okay for me to be vulnerable with you.
Well, absolutely. Just know that Dad. Grant, I'm sorry. You're right. It's okay for you to be vulnerable. I'm sorry I wasn't listening to your feelings. You're absolutely right about that. Just remember, I'm very tall and I don't sound like it, but I am tough and my voice will sound tough at some point, like you told me.
And it's okay if it doesn't.
It will. Okay, I should go. If I stay here too long, I'm not going to want to go. I love you both.
Okay, see you. Mwah. And both your bad
Daryl
dads
was
kiss
right
energy.
to not talk to his kid.
And the moment I get out of the car, I look around for bullies.
I was expecting like a pulls out shades, throws on leather jacket, runs switchblade comb through.
That's a roll for checking for bullies.
Yeah, go ahead. Give me a roll, but give me a perception check.
Way to drop your dice, freshman.
You got 12. Stop
12 bullies.
12 bullies that circle you.
They go, well. Me and my 11 friends here are looking for somebody to beat the shit out of.
Hey, it's the varsity soccer team. Hey, guys. Why are you here on a Saturday?
Oh, hey, wait a second. Aren't you on the team? Didn't you?
No,
you just tried out.
I wish I was on varsity. Of course I'm not on varsity. The coach said maybe next year. I'm really tall. I am really tall, by the way.
You are really tall. They're amazed that you're not on the team.
Yeah, no. What are you guys doing here? Oh, wait, you guys probably practice on Saturday.
We practice on Saturdays. That's why San Dimas High has the strongest football soccer team. I took a semester abroad in Britain. I'm
so cool.
cultured. I'm cultured and cool. What are you doing here?
I got detention.
Ooh. You hear 12 voices going, ooh. And they automatically harmonize.
And they go, well, once you get out, maybe, we don't care. Well, we're just here practicing. You go to detention. You're tall, and we appreciate that, but apparently you're not good enough to be on varsity, so bye.
Hey, really quick, guys. I try to put on a really cool demeanor. Can I do intimidation or something?
Yeah, sure.
I roll a 3. So my dad always says, I think you should express your feelings, and it would be nice to know what it is about me that makes you so likely to bully me, and maybe I'll do better to not do that. And then we can be more friends, because I think I'm going to be on your guys' team next year. So why don't you just give it to me? What don't you like about me?
So with your 3 roll, as you're saying that, you hear 2 power windows roll down, and both of your dads poke their heads out of the van because they haven't driven away yet. And they're like...
Like, hey, what's going on? Hey, Link, what's going on? Are you the news friends of yours? Are they being nice to you? It's us. It's gay dads. Is everything okay?
Yeah, this is the varsity soccer team. And they're really nice, right, guys?
And go, yeah, we're super nice. Nice to meet you, dads. And they look at you and they go, the only reason we're being nice to you is because your dads seem really sweet.
They are really sweet.
Yeah. That's not going to do well for you, though, in this school. This is a cutthroat school.
No nice parents.
Nice parents. I like your parents. Your parents are cool, but I get piece of shit vibes from you.
Hey, dads, look how fast I can run. Keep the window rolled down. And then I just run into, while the windows roll down so that the dads are giving me protective cover from the bullies. I'm going to run to the detention office.
Go, good job, Link. Keep those knees up.
Next, a silver sedan drives up. In the front seat, a powerful feminine figure, because all women are powerful, is driving. This is Veronica Marlowe Stampler. In the seat next to her, turned around completely to face the back seat, is Veronica's husband, Terry. Veronica says, Terry Jr., and the man in the front seat does not react because he knows he's not being addressed. Who is being addressed, Beth?
Teresa Marlowe in the back is being addressed, but is certainly not acting like she's being addressed. She's not responding to that at all. And her arms are crossed and she is sighing very loudly, like every 15 seconds.
So Veronica says, I'm sorry, scary.
Yes, scary. None of this Terry Jr. bullshit. I just meet this guy and then suddenly I'm a junior.
I understand it's inconvenient that your father, my new husband, has the same name as you, but we had to come up with some. I mean, yes. If you don't want to be Terry Jr., if you'd rather be scary, that's perfect.
I feel like you'd call your stepdad Terry Jr. because you're like, I was here first.
Yeah, he's Terry Jr.
I have seniority in this family.
Yeah. So you just keep calling me scary.
Yeah, no, I will scare.
Because I am. And Scary stares at Terry Jr. really intensely.
And Terry,
upsettingly, just stares.
Terry Jr. goes, I'll ask again just to make sure because you didn't answer me the previous 7 times I asked. I thought maybe you couldn't hear me, but is there anything that you need before detention or do you need pens or food? I made lunch and he produces a plastic bag.
I don't care. I need you to stop asking me about things and start understanding because you're so infuriating. You don't even get anything. Gosh.
Terry goes, I would love to understand. And Veronica just goes, it's okay. She just needs time to, you just give her some time.
I don't have time. The whole world is ending. Look
right.
at the windshield, Mom. Look at the bug on the windshield, Mom. It's dead, and it didn't even really get to live.
Mm-hmm.
And neither am I. I'm just like a bug in the back of a car, and I got this stupid face looking at me.
Terry goes, oh, I'm going on the trip, and I don't want the last thing we say to be, if you just take the lunch, I'll be really happy. So could you maybe? And he tries to just into your hands with the plastic baggie of just a sandwich.
Scary takes it from his hands and then puts it on the seat and leaves it there. That's chill that you're going. Like, at least nobody's going to be like watching YouTube and crying over like top 60 inspirational sports moments or something stupid like that.
I don't watch all 60 of them. I just watch the Miracle on Ice.
Whatever, Terry.
So Veronica says, like, it's okay, honey. I'll be taking care of her while you're gone. But say goodbye, Terry, please, for mommy.
Say my name.
Scary. Say goodbye, Terry, please.
Goodbye, Terry. Smell you later. She steps out and walks away.
The window rolls down, and Terry goes, "You forgot your lunch." So I'll leave it here. And he just opens the car door and puts it on the curb and then closes the car door and goes, "Okay, we're leaving now." And then pauses to see if you turn back around and say anything.
I don't.
Okay. And they drive away. And the entire time they drive away, Terry's like looking in the rearview mirror to like keep his eye on you, make sure you're okay.
And I try to get the lunch without him noticing me.
Okay.
Well, that's a rule, baby.
Yeah. Give me a stealth roll.
I got a 2.
Okay. So you do it, but he sees you do it. And like the last thing you see before the car drives out of view is him smiling a little bit. And then 12 soccer players come at you going, well. Look who we have here. Former soccer star, Terry Marlowe. What happened, Terry? Did you lose your passion for the game? Because we could really use you back. Our girls team. 6 of us are girls. I didn't mention it. We miss you terribly.
No, I didn't lose my passion. It's like I got passion in other things, you know, like more important things. Like
what?
Well, just like close your eyes and think about this.
12 soccer players close their eyes.
You hear the fleshy clap of 12 eyelid pairs slapping shut at the same time. Freddie, I want you to design the fuck out of that.
Oh, we're designing 12 slaps. Oh, yeah.
All right, Butthole Ricochet. That's the name of my new band that I'm forming. And you guys
That's what you wanted us to imagine?
Well,
it's such a visual name.
Yeah, but it's like from the heart, and it's like about pain and real, and it's like not this bullshit soccer stuff where it's like, that's a game. That's a game. I'm done with games. See you guys in detention. Or I guess if you're not going to detention.
We're here.
You guys just keep like practicing or whatever, but like I'm going to go into detention.
All right, we'll have fun at detention. They watch go. A few minutes later, a convertible pulls up, top down, music blaring. In the front seat, a strikingly beautiful and powerful woman, because all women are powerful, adjusts her sunglasses, even though there's no real need for them. This is Cassandra Swift, former daytime TV star, and parent to the boy sitting shotgun. She hands the boy a plastic bag bulging with soft corners. It seems to be filled with a shit ton of video game boxes. She says, "You can play these during detention, right? Like they let you play games?"
Hey, Taylor, I'm happy for you, and I'm going to let you finish, but I just want to say that Glenn Close was the best dad of all time.
I didn't know you had that prep bad.
Yep.
Detention's so stupid, but I suppose it's just another obstacle on my journey.
Yeah, sure, it's another obstacle.
Kurama! Yamate kudasai! And my self-driving car comes to a stop. Because it's the future, Anthony!
I have asked you not to do that. I need to be in control of the car. We could get into accidents. I appreciate that you're learning Japanese, but please.
I reset the car's language to Japanese so I could control.
I know, you need to switch that back. I can't follow the GPS instructions when it's saying stuff in Japanese.
Good luck navigating the menus, Mom. Perhaps if you took a little bit more time with manga and a little less time with movies, you'd be in a better position to operate your own vehicle.
Oh, it actually gives me some good news. I did get an offer on doing some voice work for an anime, for a dub, for doing the voices for an anime dub. You love anime. I'm doing a voice. Nagisa Hayao, the ninja with the heart of gold, the one that she's like 7 years old, like, I'm going to do a voice like this. It's gonna sound
No!
She's not 7 years old. She's 6,000 years old.
She's not 7 years old. She's 6,000 years old.
Well, no, they changed it, which is good for me because it's in my range. I thought this would be something we could bond over.
It's like I don't even know you anymore, Mom. I can't believe it. Hand me my go bag.
Your backpack?
My go bag.
Yeah, here's your bag. She reaches in the back seat and brings you your backpack.
It's very heavy. You hear like just stuff clanking around in there.
Taylor?
What?
Are there weapons in here?
Everything's a weapon when you have the
Okay,
skill set.
I'm gonna unzip this real quick and make sure that we don't need you to get in detention for another reason. All right, and she goes through your backpack. Are there weapons in there?
Yeah, okay, there's like a Leatherman multi-tool.
She takes that out.
Oh, come on, Mom.
There's a knife in here.
Something. They make them like that, Mom.
You're not gonna have to explain it, but you have to explain that to the principal.
Fine.
This is for your benefit. All right. She takes that out.
And then, like, there's the paracord and, various.
She goes, there's no way you need this. There's
Mom?
no way.
Mom?
Roll persuasion with that.
Roll for mom.
Mom? Mom! Wow, +0. What's that like? 13.
She walked into the right room.
Yeah, apparently she did.
It's her room, her car.
She goes, I will leave you a little bit. And she takes out all but like a yard of paracord and then tosses out of the backseat.
Little does she know that with even 1 yard of paracord, one can fashion any number of survival mechanisms.
You have little ceramic chunks, little bits of.
You mean ninja rocks,
Yeah.
Matt?
Knew it. She wouldn't have seen those. She
She
wouldn't know
would
those.
have, not have investigated my ninja rocks.
I'm going to give her a D20 investigation.
No,
roll.
no.
She's-
Ninja rocks just look like
even
little.
know what
Is this
ninja
really
rocks
her
are?
first encounter?
There's
with
no way
ninja
this is the
rocks?
first
knows.
time.
She knows what they
yeah,
are.
This she
Yeah.
knows. She's going to get advantage on investigating for any ninja rocks. Okay, so she got a 5 and a 9. So this time,
Pumps his fist.
They're in the inseam of the,
You
the go
stitched
back.
them into the bottom of the bag.
Yeah, exactly. I'm one step ahead this time.
So ninja rocks, I'm assuming are.
So ninja rocks, for people who don't know, it's if you take spark plugs and crush them, the chunks of ceramic are hard enough on the Mohs scale that you can literally kind of, and we've tried this, lightly, like an underhand light toss into any tempered glass window will shatter it.
Really?
It's amazing.
It's like a tiny pebble. You just barely throw it at like a car window and it just shatters because
And
it's
shatters.
so
If you
hard
hear
and
this,
sharp.
don't do that.
Yeah, don't do it.
It's
the
considered
opposite.
thieves' tools in a
Yeah.
lot of jurisdictions.
Whoa.
Because it shatters it very quietly. Like
Yeah.
to the point where it's like if you did it like on a quiet night, there's a good chance that people will not even hear it.
Hell yes.
Also, useful
All
tool
right.
for us to have. Maybe that's why I want.
Yeah,
That's great. Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
Mom,
Yes.
who's my dad?
Again with this. You want to do this right now. You have your detention starts in 5 minutes and you want to do this again.
Well, I just got some mail from 23andMe the other day.
Yeah? What did it say?
It said that my DNA is actually not human. At first, I thought I screwed it up by accidentally.
It sounds like you screwed it
using,
up.
Well, but it seems
How
kind
do
of
they even
weird,
check
though.
for that? Why would they even...
Right? That's what I'm
Definitely
saying,
submitted
Mom.
like semen or something
Yeah.
to 23andMe.
Yeah, 23andMe in the future required me to jack off into a tube.
If you're going to try to use that to explain why you've been doing it so much, I tell you, I'm not buying it.
Mom,
I'm not buying it, honey.
Is my dad part not human or something? It's just so weird. Anyway, I'm gonna
Your
write a
dad
complaint.
was a good man. He had to go away. I haven't heard from him. I don't know if he's still with us. I miss him every day. I'm sorry that he wasn't around for you. I'm pretty sure he was a guy. I think he was just a human guy. I don't think you have alien ghost DNA or whatever it is from one of those mangas you were watching.
Ugh, whatever.
Okay.
Bad luck with your audition, Mom. I hope you don't ruin my one of the greatest canonical, greatest animes of all time.
I'm actually
feeding on the legacy of Hayao Miyazaki.
Yeah. I'm just going to go do my first session today, so you can go ahead and call Lyft to get home when you're out.
Ugh.
Or Lyft's
I
helicopters.
don't want
in the
to. I
future.
don't want to lift. I'd rather ride one of those Lyft turbo scooters.
Those are dangerous.
Whatever, Mom.
Okay. Well, I'll see
All
you
right,
home.
love you, Mom.
Love you too.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Finally.
What do the soccer players do for him?
12 guys. Well. Wait, if it isn't Mr. Weeb, what's going on?
What up, cucks?
Oh, you get a bunch of people who go, oh, as you call them, cucks.
Wait, can cucks just be cool? Now,
Yeah, cucks is cool.
now just a really normal word.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah,
Cucks is the new bestie.
and I dap all of them. I like do cool, like and they go,
It's
individual
Taylor.
hands.
It's Taylor. It's Taylor. You see any good anime lately, Taylor?
Oh, you're the best. You're subscribed to my Substack, right?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna write some reviews this weekend. Keep
Please
an eye
do.
out.
Yeah, you're a connection to anime. Like, there's just too many to watch, but you really narrow down the episodes that we can super watch. Like, when we're all hanging out together, we watched I'm a Lonely Robot in Love, and then halfway through the story, it becomes a different sort of thing that's not quite as good as the first half. We loved it so much in the first
All
half. and then we
43
stopped-
episodes?
All four. Well, we watched the first 23 because it kind of gets bad in the middle, but
Yeah,
like, we
it kind of drops off with the Costco storyline.
Yeah, not a big fan of it. But hey, without your newsletter, we would have definitely wasted another 23 half hours of our lives. So thanks, man. You're the coolest person in school.
No problem.
Oh my god.
No problem. And as I say
hate
that,
these soccer players.
and as I say that, I doff my pork pie hat.
Oh no, the fedora
That's
of the
right.
future.
Fedora of the
That's
future.
the beauty of the audio format is you can save off on a horrifying detail like that until the absolute right moment.
And we can forget that you have a pork pie hat until you deign to remind us of it for the rest
So
of the
wait,
series.
just to clarify, there's just the coolest kid in school.
According
and
to
the great mom.
these 12.
Yes, Freddy's character is the coolest kid in school who loves anime, has a ton of sweet weapons, and his hot mom drives a convertible and gives him cool video games, and his mysterious dad is a demon.
And
That's
those
the
weapons?
teenager Freddy is playing. Freddy is the main character.
And then Taylor looks into the bag and like kind of digs through the games, and it's like indie game. No triple A's, whatever. It's just another day in the life of Taylor Swift. And then the anime intro plays like,
As you head into the school, as your anime intro theme song plays in your head, a 4-seater hybrid pulls up. A normal passerby might double take at it because the driver and shotgun seats seem to be taken up by the same man twice. Twins. But more than
twins, if you will. I'm Rod Serling.
More than a few seconds examination reveals subtle differences between the two twins. One has deep stress lines around his eyes and a beard just on the wrong side of unkempt. The other sports a fragile, wavering smile and a close-cropped beard, as well as glasses. In the back,
Man, this family's fucked.
They name their kid Normal.
In the back, a powerful woman finishes checking a lunchbox for the 70th time and passes it to the teenage boy next to her. The lunchbox says Swallows Ice Cream on it in big letters. And the boy is, what does he look like? He looks weird. He doesn't look like a normal boy.
the same man twice.
The witness outside of the car sees in order the same man twice and then a boy that's wrong.
If I'm going to truly paint the scene, what you see is two twins, a strong, powerful woman, and Jimmy Neutron. Because what you see in the back is Teeny the Teen, the mascot of San Dimas High School. Within the shell of that mascot is Normal Oak. So yeah, basically imagine like a big head, and then like
yeah, a mascot.
A big mascot head.
Yeah,
we know what mascots
a human
are.
Boy.
There's no mascot that has a small
Imagine,
head.
if you will, a mascot.
A big human boy head, and then like a sort of like Bart Simpson-esque t-shirt and shorts, but then like imagine like sleeves that are flesh-colored, ending in big flesh-colored hands. And so that's
and a little cool curl on the
and a
hair.
cool spit curl. I like the idea that it is a Jimmy Neutron costume that has just.
This is important.
Jimmy Neutron went to the public domain.
Where are the eye holes? Are they like is it a grinning mouth? Is it an open grinning mouth and the eyes are the mouth? Or are the eyes like, where are the eye holes?
Here's what we'll say. The eye holes are in the mouth,
Nice.
but there's not enough room in the head is like shoved pretty far down to fit in the hatchback Prius, I'm assuming. So Normal cannot see all that well right now. So he kind of fumbles for the lunch pail that his mom has said to hand it to him and says, "Thanks, Mom, I appreciate it."
Your uncle, who's in the front seat, who's driving, Lark Oak, turns around and he pulls out a gun and he says,
yeah.
So Normal, I know you're going to detention. There might be some really dangerous kids here. I want you to just keep this in your backpack.
Oh
and your dad, Sparrow, in the shotgun goes, No, what are you doing? You can't have a gun. Give me that.
Oh, why not, Dad? Come on.
No, he can't.
All the cool kids are doing it in future hell America.
No, you can't. He cannot have it. Can you imagine if he gets caught with that? He'll go to like, I don't know, double detention or whatever. And your mother goes, now.
For having a gun in American schools is a detention.
Is detention.
This is
Yeah.
the 32nd Amendment.
So Rebecca says, what if the truth is somewhere in the middle? What if instead of taking the gun or not taking a gun, you take my pepper spray instead? And she takes pepper spray out of her purse and puts it in your hand. And your uncle Lark is like, yeah, I guess, yeah, sure, that's fine. And Sparrow's like, that also seems bad if he gets caught with that. But oh God, I mean, do you really have to wear the costume into detention? Like,
Dad,
can you?
but the costume's the whole reason I have detention. If I take it off now, then what's the point?
Got him.
I look. Okay, so have you showered? What is the? I'm smelling something because you didn't take the mascot costume off when you showered, and I don't remember when you showered or if you showered in
my
a month.
God.
And maybe you want to leave the costume in here
Oh.
so I can clean it, and you can leave, and then I'll give you the clean costume when you get out of detention.
Dad,
Bud?
I appreciate your concern, but as I've explained to you, the punks over at Chaparral High School want to prank the mascot outfit, and no one is taking it seriously, which is why I have to wear it to protect it. If I leave it at home, who knows what's going to happen to it, you know? And to answer your question, it's been a while since I showered, but I am pretty much naked under here, so like I'm not getting my clothes dirty, you know? The only thing that's getting dirty is the inside of the mascot costume. It says I'm the only one who's ever going to wear it because I'm going to be the mascot until I graduate the senior year, and then I'll probably take it to college with me. It doesn't matter.
Oh my God.
So
Normal's a hero.
Sparrow-
That's what I'm saying. Normal's a fucking hero.
Normal's a patriot.
Normal cares about the school.
Sparrow opens his mouth to keep complaining, and Lark waves him down and says, like, no, it's fine. He can keep the costume on. While he was asleep, I sewed some Kevlar into the front and the back, so he's probably safer in there than he is outside of it.
It did feel a little come on, Uncle Ark. I need to be able to do flips in this thing. I mean, I know I can't do flips yet, but I want to learn. It's not going to be easy with lead bulletproof stuff in here.
With Class 3A armor in here.
Well, hey, if you feel like you can't do flips, then maybe I can teach you things that are not a complete waste of time, like hunting or survival or talking to girls or talking to boys or talking to anybody. Do you have a friend yet? Does your kid have a friend yet? Sparrow goes, no, he doesn't have a friend yet. Give him time. It's fine. He's allowed to take his time. I would love it if you had a friend, though. Your mother and I are pretty worried about you.
Look, guys, Teeny the Teen is the most popular teen at San Dimas High. And if I'm Teeny the Teen, people are going to like me. You just got to give it time.
So Sparrow again goes, and Rebecca, the wise, three-dimensional mom, says, just give him time. He'll realize. It's Teeny, go ahead and go off to detention. And
Thanks,
we're so proud
Mom.
of you, Teeny.
You're so wise.
I that's me. I also did a lot of stuff before I met your dad. I'm the one who founded this ice cream empire that is on your lunchbox. Swallows ice cream, that's me. My husband is an heiress.
Good for Sparrow.
Well, I better go. The ice cream melts pretty quick in this thing, so I'm gonna go and try not to splash it on the inside of the mascot costume. I love you guys, and I'm sorry I got detention, but I feel like it was a good cause of the reason, so I'm not that sorry. And then Normal takes the pepper spray from his mom and climbs out of the car.
And then you head out of the car and well, it's a mascot.
What's up, my cuckolds?
You can't call us that.
And I start doing like a cheer routine. I'm like, it's the boys soccer team. You guys are going to go all the way this year. It's going to be great. I just totally believe in you.
Yeah, no, I mean, honestly, the side of you kind of takes the joy out of our school spirit.
Come on, we're all teens here. We've got teen spirit, don't we?
Yeah, no, we have a lot of teen spirit. It's just like you're a lot.
I'm a lot. Well, this whole team's a lot. There's a lot going on, and we're going to take all of that and bring it to state this year. Hands in the middle, everybody.
Oh, God. And they all put their hands in the middle, and they go, I'm sorry, it's just...
Give me a T.
No, we don't have to go through the whole thing.
Give me a T. Give me an E. Give me an E.
E?
How many E's did I do?
You did 2 E's.
That's teen. That's Teeny the Teen. Wow, you guys don't even know the math. We'll work on it.
I thought we were just doing the word team. You wanted to do, oh, God, thank you. You should go to detention. It's taking so much self-control not to bully you right now. We're trying to be a positive force in the school.
I appreciate it. And then Normal walks off whistling the school theme, which is Bad Guy by Billie Eilish. And the Fightin' Eilish, that's what we call a team.
Oh, my God.
Eilish, no! And he heads off to detention.
You all open the door to the history classroom and you see Mrs. K, the history teacher and today's detention teacher, sitting at her desk playing on her phone. And she says, all right, everybody sit down. Time for detention. Time. No fun. No fun. Welcome to no fun zone. For a couple of you, you're seeing familiar faces by seeing each other. So Normal and Link, you used to see a lot of each other at like these quasi-weekly get-togethers that your parents would throw because your parents were friends and you would go to like grills and stuff like that. But as of lately, Normal, your dad Lark, and Link, your dad Grant, both have wanted you to sort of separate out a little bit more, that you stopped going to these cookouts. They started getting protective. You got the vibe from both of your parents separately that the other kids might be a bad influence. So this is maybe the first time you've actually had the chance to be in the same room together in quite a while.
Especially Taylor Swift. 100% bad influence. Who's the coolest kid in school, though, actually.
Who's already got his feet up and is already playing his Nintendo.
Yeah, and then I guess
they're called Nintendos in the future.
Great. And then I guess Scary, everybody here is more or less new to you because you just recently had Terry Jr. come into your life.
Link definitely knew of Scary because she's a really good soccer player.
Lincoln!
Oh, hey.
Linky Binky! Linky Binky Fo Finky!
Yeah, hey, what's up?
I hear you joined the soccer team this year, man. What's up?
Yeah, I'm on JV. Cool.
I march over and sit right next to Link. It's been so long since I've seen you, dude. I know our dads are like, but it's like, I miss you. Boom, boom, boom. And I punch him on the shoulder a bunch.
Yeah.
Well, that wouldn't hurt that much because he's Jimmy Neutron.
It's me under here.
I
it's
have very
normal
low constitution.
I'm the teen.
Can I roll for Constitution to see if it hurt me?
Sure.
I'm very tall, but I'm very weak. I'm fast, but weak.
Roll with advantage because he does have foam hands on.
It was 19.
Yeah, no, it doesn't hurt at all.
I still say ow.
Ow. Sure.
Ooh. Hey, yeah, sorry, man. Didn't mean to razz you, but what's going on?
Not much just
It feels like you've been avoiding me.
Yeah, well, you're dangerous.
Well,
I mean, your dad's, or, yeah.
Mrs. K goes, you're in detention. You're not supposed to, talk in detention.
Can you tell him that?
Yeah,
He's talking to me.
Everybody, hey, stop talking. We're starting detention. The fun stops now. You can't socialize.
The fun stopped a long time ago.
I write a note to Scary and try to throw it to her.
Okay, roll stealth.
Do people send notes now? Is that a thing? Did we just out ourselves as the oldest human beings of all
Oh,
time?
yeah,
people
I
still
guess
do
because
that?
like people text each
You
other.
can't text
phones.
while in class.
I think you
Matthew.
can. Yeah.
I mean, not Terry. I mean,
Not Lincoln. Yes, fair
Yeah,
enough.
I feel like the first thing that happens when you come in is probably Mrs. K takes your phones. So so Mrs. K rolled a natural 1 on her perception.
Tell Miss K now, there were 12 apes on this phone when I gave it to you. There better be 12 when I get it back.
Yes, you successfully throw your note to Scary without getting noticed. What does the note say?
There's a yes and no checkbox.
Oh my God.
And it says, are you going to join the varsity team? They need you. And I give a thumbs up. Like, what?
I write back and like scribbled hardcore, like writing. I'll think about it. Probably not though.
And you don't give the note back? You just hang on to the note after writing, I'll think about it on, so he doesn't know what the answer is?
No, I crumble it up. It was like pristinely folded, but I crumble it up and I throw it back.
Okay, do you want to do it sneakily or not?
I don't want to do it sneakily. I want to do it because I'm really good at it. Like I'm just like a perfect throw, but I think that she probably will catch me. Let me roll for it.
Okay.
Roll for advantage because Normal's big head is blocking the teacher's view right now.
Yeah, that's it.
I got a 5.
Okay, so with a 5, you throw it, it lands on the ground, and Mrs. K sees it, and she goes, can we not with the notes? And she looks at you, Link, and she says she'll think about it. No more notes, please. And she crumples it up and throws it.
Did you just ask the scary girl out on a date?
What? No. What?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, right.
She'll think about it. Good luck, man. That's so cool. You're already, putting yourself out there. I really appreciate it. I support you. That's great.
What? No, she's just like really good at soccer.
I turn
she
Jimmy
is.
Neutron's head around like backwards to look at Scary, and I point and I'm like, he's a really great guy. You should give him a chance.
Okay, everybody calm down. It's detention. Before we start your proper punishment, I think you all should throw yourselves upon the mercy of detention and just maybe talk a little bit about how you're sorry about what you did and how you're going to not do what got you here again. Anybody feel free to go
I'll go.
first. Oh, yep.
Ladies and gentlemen of detention, I ask you this. Is it a crime to love your school?
Oh, no.
Link, Scary Jr.,
hey.
What do you guys think?
I think it depends on what you think love is. So,
Well,
I mean, it's not a crime. We're not here because we're criminals.
well,
It's
did
just
he
against
fuck
the
the
rules.
school or did he just like it?
Whoa.
I did not-
Scary language.
That's okay. I did not French the school, but I did try to protect our beloved mascot from getting punked because I support the teams at this school. Y'all are going to go to state this year because we're not going to let Chaparral destroy this beloved institution and humiliate us by ruining the costume. So I can't say that I formally apologize, but I am sorry. And I do like big finger quotes with that I love San Dimas High School
But your
so
fingers
much.
don't go all the way to the end of the mascot's fingers, so
see,
just
like,
you
two
hold your
little
hands
fingers-
up.
You see two little fingers poking out of like one finger of the glove.
That's great. So Mrs. K knows that it's probably not worth arguing with you further. So this is probably not the first conversation you've had. So she goes, cool. Anyone else? Next?
Yeah. Let me just start by saying, is it a crime to be drawing manga in class? I contend no. It was just a little bit of extracurricular activities in the middle of a boring math class, which nobody's going to ever need after this anyway. But
it is a crime to just disrespect your teacher and not pay attention in class.
it is not a crime. If you don't believe...
Damn. Normal's
Thank you, Normal.
After immediately saying he's not going to
That's why Normal's my favorite student and why
Oh
I'm
my
not going to continue
God.
arguing with him.
So yeah, I got caught drawing an anime about my awesome life and how one day I'm gonna be the hero that this world needs. Because there needs to be some changes around here, and I think I'm gonna be the one to do it.
You just fucked yourself because now that's something we have to have as bonus content on the Patreon is the fucking manga that Taylor
I'll
drew
draw
himself.
it. I'll draw it. I will go to... Here's what I'll do. Listener, this is my pledge to you, Freddie Wong, a content creator, to you, listener of Dungeons and
To
Daddies.
you, content consumer.
Consumer.
Oh my God. Okay, go on.
I will go on YouTube and look at how to draw anime eyes really good. I will create a deviant art, and this will be a manga pen.
Somehow Taylor is even more frightened.
Yeah, it's like so. Oh goodness. Oh my goodness.
Apple doesn't fall far from the weeb.
Damn.
All right, anybody else?
Okay, let me get this over with because I don't even think freaking belong here. But so I turned in a book report last week, and it was about the Diary of Anne Frank. I realize now that by saying that when I tried to self-publish my diary and
Keep going. What was wrong about the way you did it?
that by focusing on my struggles, which are still like super dark.
Your comp, if you will.
That, and which is like, even though my struggles are like super dark and nobody understands them and like really devastating, that maybe by like saying that in my Diary of Anne Frank thing, and then also saying that she was like kind of being dramatic about like some stuff, but
You
not
compared yourself to Anne Frank and said you had it worse than she did.
only
Did you
like
not?
in my soul.
Okay.
and-
Do you feel sorry about that at all?
I feel sorry for the both of us, me and
Okay.
me and Anne, and I feel like we're kind of like, yeah, I'm sorry, whatever.
Yeah, you belong here. And Lincoln Lee Wilson, please.
I think it's weird that we're all talking. We don't have to tell everybody what we did.
No, I think you should definitely tell everybody
No.
why you're. I think actually everybody already knows it. I assume it spread pretty quickly amongst.
Look, okay,
your
I'm sorry.
classmates.
I peed on a teacher's foot. It's not a big.
You did
Not a
what?
big deal.
Whoa.
I didn't mean to do it. I
You're
shouldn't.
piss foot? I didn't hear who that was.
That's metal.
No, I didn't do it. I shouldn't be here. Like,
Are you suggesting that you should be allowed
she
to
was
pee
in the
on
wrong
teachers?
place at the wrong time. It's not my fault.
Where was that?
In the alley behind the school, because the boys. Look, it was scary. The boys.
Schools where there's alleys around
You
them.
I
urinated
stay
on the wall of our beloved school, Lincoln?
I stay hydrated because I got to perform very well, and I had to go to the bathroom, and they're mean in the locker room. So like they were gonna give me a hard time. They came in like, oh look, he doesn't even have hair on his face or whatever, and like he's tall and his voice sounds hilarious. And like I can't pee during that, so like I just went behind the back and I went to pee like away from everybody. I wasn't gonna show anybody anything. I was just going by myself. And then I don't know what she was doing. Why is the teacher back there? She should be working. God. Anyway, she scared me. I spun around and yeah, the piss, whatever. I'm sorry.
Thank you for apologizing, Lincoln. That's
I'm not-
very
I
adult
mean-
of you.
So who was the teacher?
And Miss Anderson, the one who doesn't
How
look at me in
ironic,
the
you and
hall.
biology teacher.
The urology teacher?
Yeah,
Yes.
the urology
we have a
teacher.
burgeoning urology department. It's the
Sandy
new
Mrs.
trade of the future. It's like when your school has a shop class. We have a
Yes.
urology department.
Yep, that's all canon. Okay, everybody stop talking. It's time for detention to properly start. 6 hours of total silence starting now.
You hear the sound of like a control stick, like
Mrs. K, go ahead and roll stealth.
stealth. You mean the one I have +3 on 21?
Jesus Christ. Yeah, she doesn't
Yeah,
hear.
baby. Guess what, bitch? It's another season of me owning your ass on the dice,
This
bitch.
sucks. I
Damn.
already hate season 2. Yes, she doesn't notice you.
So she's
playing
staying in the
games.
classroom?
She's staying in the classroom with you.
If we just have to be quiet, can I just like practice? Can I just like juggle in here?
Hell yeah.
Soccer ball. Can I just practice?
No, that's not going to be quiet. I'm going to hear the thunk, thunk, thunk of you hitting it.
Normal is going to roll a stealth check to see if he can whisper to Link without
Okay.
being caught.
Go ahead.
I got a natural 20.
So did she.
Shit, really?
Wait, what
Yeah.
happens? What happens now?
It means you think that she didn't hear and she hears and doesn't convey that she heard.
Okay,
Wow.
but that means I lost. What is my natural 20 not good for anything? Maybe she hears me, but
She thinks it's cool.
Yeah, whatever you say, she thinks is cool as hell.
Will, this is the most powerful OP move you could possibly do.
hey, Lincoln, do you talk to Taylor Swift that much anymore?
No, I don't talk to you very much either.
Well, I know. I just because he seems weird lately.
What?
Like I haven't talked to him in a while. Like and I kind of miss not hanging out with you because we're buds. But like I was kind of relieved to not have to hang out with Taylor anymore.
Oh, that's a lot. You should tell him that. Don't tell me that.
Why would I tell him that? Then he'd be mad at me.
What are you guys gossiping about?
What?
You guys are gossiping.
We're not gossiping.
Teacher, I'm trying to be quiet, and there's a lot. I don't want to say who's doing it, but there's a lot
Teacher,
of.
we got a pussy in here. We got a certified fucking
First of all,
pussy.
hey, that's 2 strikes on the problematic chart for you, honey.
Oh, what happens? You cancel me?
Yes, I do. You get canceled from school.
Oh, I get called out of school.
Yes.
Whatever. I've been called out by my own heart.
Here at San Dimas High, the teen spirit believes in calling people in, not calling them out.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
no wonder you smell like teen spirit.
Yeah, Mrs. K goes, man, that's really cool, that kid, to ask him if if he still talks to that other kid.
Well, it's nice that
I
these
love it when
kids
kids try to maintain relationships with their peers. How cool.
He gracefully slid in the exposition he wanted to so well.
Yeah. Your stock has risen in the eyes of Mrs. K. And yeah, you remember there was a time when Taylor Swift's mom would bring him around and would just sort of hang out with your parents for a bit and shoot the shit, but that time has passed. So the hours pass very, very slowly.
Actually, they pass pretty fast when you're playing a visual novel.
For all but one of you, the hours pass very, very slowly.
Nice.
After a long, long time, all but one of you feel that something is off. Your adrenaline slowly starts pumping and then gets faster. Your heart starts beating faster.
That's happening
and
for me
faster.
too.
Because you're on a raid, yes.
Nice.
The visual novel has gone to the second act turn.
In the future, they have raids in visual novels. I'm trying to level up our fucking
Can't wait for the
experience.
future.
Your heart starts beating faster and faster. You're panicking and you do not know why.
Probably because my dating meter's really low.
Again, not you. The other three. You feel like you're being chased by something. You feel like it's gaining on you. You feel like you were about to die. And then you realize it's not you. You're not the one feeling this. Your dads are. Somewhere, something awful is chasing them, all of them. It gets closer and closer. Well, I guess for you, Scary, it's your stepdad, not your dad.
Yeah.
Do I feel this as well?
No, you don't feel this. But for the three of you, it gets closer and closer. And then there's a scream of 4 voices, all of your dads or stepdad or uncle screaming in unison. You, through your father's minds, feel yourselves watching them. And all of you, again, except for you, Taylor, know that for certain, your fathers are going to die if you cannot find them and save them. And they're going to die soon. Normal, you feel your uncle and your father tell you to stay safe. Link, you feel your father tell you to take care of your daddy, Marco, and love him very much. Scary, you feel Terry's sadness that he didn't get time to know you better. You also get the unquestionable sense that your fathers love you, and you feel them say goodbye. And then suddenly the screams cut out, and all of you are left in silence. Mrs. K hasn't moved. She doesn't seem to have noticed.
I throw up in the helmet.
Mrs. K goes, no, go to
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my God. I gotta go call my dad. And I run out of the room.
I scream, Dad, and I run out of the room.
As you all head toward the door to run out of the room, there's a knock, and then the door just opens and dunk hits you in the head normal. And a man in a black suit now stands in the doorway.
I run past him.
He watches you go and says, stop.
No. I run.
It's about your dad.
Tell me as I'm running.
So you just keep running?
What?
Walk and talk, man. Come on.
Where are you running to?
I'm gonna go run to talk to my dad to tell him about Grant. I got what?
The man goes "Ugh," and takes out a device from his coat pocket. Looks like a remote control and points it at you and
you die.
Yeah, you evaporate. You feel something hit you in the lower back and electrical charge goes through your body and you go rigid and you fall to the ground. He goes, it's stop.
Ow, what the fuck, dickwad?
Holy shit.
And he turns to Mrs. K and he says, it's from the superintendent of the school. And he takes out a badge from his pocket and he shows it to her. And then he takes out a letter and hands it to her. And she looks through this as the man goes in the hallway and throws you over his shoulder and brings you back to the room. And Mrs. K says, okay, apparently the principal suggested community service in lieu of finishing out your detention today. So
wait, who's this guy?
We've already been here for like 6 hours.
Yeah, and for the you've been here for 3, and for the last 3, I guess you're doing
Normal
community
pulls
detention.
the Doomy Neutron off his face, revealing his sweaty face, pimple marks, greasy haired,
And a puddle of vomit
in
comes
a
out.
week, covered in vomit, and says, Miss K, something horrible's happening to our dads. I don't know who this guy is, but he's probably involved. You gotta help us.
So roll persuasion.
I got a 4.
She got a 5. So she goes, it's signed by the superintendent. It's got the C. It's just 3 more hours. You'll probably be like de-weeding the school lawn. Don't worry about it.
Don't you know? You don't understand.
No, I clearly don't. The man with the suit gets close to you and he whispers, like, I can take you to your dad's.
Why would I want to go to my dad? I mean, my stepdad, not even my real dad.
Because if you don't, he'll die.
Oh. I guess that wouldn't be cool.
Taylor stands and confidently struts over to this gentleman, sticks his hand out for a handshake, and says, Taylor Swift, and who might you be?
I guess roll persuasion or charm or something to see if he wants to shake your hand.
8.
He does not shake your hand. He goes, that's classified.
Oh, I knew it.
He opens the door wider and ushers you forward. He goes, we're headed to the parking lot. And he leads you out to the parking lot. And there,
Taylor has a beaming smile on his face because this is all of his dreams coming true like he knew would happen.
And he goes like, oh, yeah, I guess you can come too, as he sees you, Taylor.
I do not notice this. I'm just strutting.
You are led to a limousine. The man in the suit opens the door and ushers you in.
Taylor tries to get in first.
Does anybody gonna try to stop him?
No. Normal has grabbed a bunch of paper towels on the way out and is trying to scoop the vomit out of the helmet.
Great.
Wait, Mr. Classify, where the fuck are we going?
You'll find out when we get there. It's not a long drive.
What, you said we were going to do weeds or whatever here. Like, no, Where's my dad? Where's my father?
It's classified. I'm not allowed to know, and you're allowed to know, but I'm not allowed to tell you because I don't know.
Now, I
What?
That's some Tom
This
Clancy
sucks.
ass fucking improv right there.
Yeah, I do kind of remember hearing something about adults and strangers and not getting into cars when people say they know your dad. That was like the don't get into the stranger car video #1 was like they
Whoa,
come up and
guys.
say
Come
they
on,
know your
chill
dad.
out, normal. It's fucking metal to get into cars with strangers.
Hey, there's like sodas and like candies in this limousine, guys.
There are a lot of sodas and candies.
Oh,
Yeah, that
man.
was to
Maybe there's a body in the back.
While this is going on, Normal has pulled up a stranger danger video on YouTube and is showing it to him. Like, yeah, see this creepy guy
on the
with his
video.
van?
You see the guy.
Yeah,
it's
looks
the same,
exactly
it's
like
the same guy. It's the same guy wearing the same
He
suit.
didn't even answer any. What's my dad's name?
Your dad's name is Sparrow Oak, and your uncle's name is Lark Oak.
Well, but what? I pepper spray him.
Okay, great. Roll dexterity to see if you can use the pepper spray properly.
Natural one.
Okay, so you pepper spray yourself directly in the mouth of the suit. You pepper spray yourself
Scary
in the
thinks
face.
that is the coolest thing ever.
The guy just grabs you and tosses you into the car.
He just tossed Normal.
Were you in the car or did you not get in the car?
No, I try to run again.
Everybody else is in the car though?
Yeah.
All right, so
Taylor's
fucking
definitely in
weird.
the car.
Yeah,
so
Scary's in the car.
So you hear chunk chunk as the car doors lock, and he goes, and he gets in the driver's seat of the car and just starts chasing you down with the car. So go ahead and roll dexterity and see if you can evade his car.
That's a 17 plus 3. That's a 20.
Jesus Christ.
I do some cool soccer moves
Well,
too.
he's tall and
I'm good
gangly
at
and
footwork.
fast,
Yeah,
right?
tall,
Yeah.
gangly.
Okay.
Got some footwork.
He tries to drive the car like right next to you, and you just juke him very easily down a side street, and you seem to have lost him for a second. I guess what are you going to do now? Because you're not at the school.
Call. Hey, anybody out there? Pull your
We're the
phones.
12
Record
bullies.
this.
We're the 12 soccer players.
Oh, that's true. You lose the limo behind you, but then you hear the tromp of 12 pairs of feet, boom, 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 as they come up, and they go, well. Looks like somebody's trying to get out of detention. We believe in serving time as a sign.
No. This guy. My dad's dying, and this guy's trying to get. Fuck you. You guys are mean. Then I run.
You can go ahead and roll something if you want to get a natural 20 and evade the grips of 6 people.
No, I got 17. But
So yeah,
I'm not
6
20.
pairs of arms wrap around you. Go, well, somebody doesn't want to go de-weed the lawn in school. We believe in having a well-weeded lawn because we're soccer players, and it helps us
Me
get
too,
more
but
traction.
That's not what this is about.
You want us to lose, you little jealous JV. Yeah, does the JV stand for jealous boy?
I'm freshman.
Jealous virgin.
What? That's not about. What does that have to do with anything?
Well, jealous virgin, it's time to pay the piper. You feel yourself get hoisted up by 6 soccer players, and they go, yoo-hoo, limo guy, and they drag you out. And they go, here's the virgin you're missing. You take him to virgin jail, and
Holy shit, virgin jail.
the limo driver pulls up and rolls down the window and goes, yes, I'm taking them to virgin jail.
This
and
is
they
why
go,
my
like, well,
dad
here you
said want me to
then."
go to school. This is horrible. I love my dad. I say as I get pulled in.
Oh, he's in the trunk.
Yeah, they put you in the trunk. They go, take him to virgin jail. And they slap the trunk twice, and he goes, thank you. You're so helpful. I'm so glad I ran into you. And they go, anytime. Hey, why are you taking those kids? And he drives away. So the limousine drives for a little while. You are driven to a perfectly boring, nondescript corporate plaza, the kind with tons of small buildings all belonging to different offices like dentists and shit. The limo stops outside of a building with a sign reading "D.A.D.I.E.S" on it in all caps. The trunk.
This doesn't look like a virgin jail. This looks like a BDSM fucking podcast.
In parentheses, it says not a BDSM thing underneath it.
Not a BDSM corporation.
The doors pop open, the trunk pops open, and you hear the man who drove you here say, get out, go inside. He just drives away, just leaving you alone. In the
What?
parking
Oh,
lot.
okay.
So there
He
is
just leaves?
He just leaves.
What a pro. If he's just a limo driver to go to all that work of tasering people and chasing them down, A for effort,
Yeah.
man.
So there's a set of glass double doors leading into this little building.
Come on, everyone. Clearly, destiny awaits us, and it doesn't do us any good to turn away from it.
I guess actually I agree with you.
Nice.
Okay, so as you try the door, it is locked. You hear an sound. You try the door again, and it remains locked. And then
Oh,
you hear
don't
a vo-
worry. I got something for this, and I reach into my go bag.
Okay.
Get your ninja rocks.
Well, yeah, you said it's a glass double door,
It
right?
is.
I ninja
Oh
rock
my
that door.
God.
Okay, so as you reach in your bag to get ninja rocks, actually, everybody roll perception.
Got a 4.
14.
7.
I got a 9.
Okay, so nobody sees anything. It's what you hear first that makes you turn. You hear the slap of bare flesh on concrete, and you turn around. I said flesh. You turn around to see an infant,
What?
a human baby, stepping towards you with adult posture, a straight back, long strides, no wobbling in its gait. It is entirely naked except for a diaper, and it is walking towards you fast. The slap of its bare feet on asphalt getting quicker and quicker. It stares blankly at you.
Does anyone see that baby?
What?
Yeah.
Hello, baby?
That's the most fucked up thing I've ever seen.
You're gonna be a soccer player one day. Look at that walk. What a little cute guy. Hey, what's up, buddy?
It opens its mouth. It bears 2 rows of fully formed adult teeth.
Oh, no.
It gnashes them together faster and faster. It flies into a dead sprint like the T-1000.
I'm gonna try and throw these ninja rocks at the window.
How many are you gonna use?
I will say that I had let's do like a 1d4, and that's how many I have.
Okay.
And then I will roll for one of them. So I had in my pocket 3 of them.
Okay, so you have 3. Roll a d20. If you get more than a 10, it'll break the window.
11.
Okay. So at an 11, the window cracks.
Quietly.
It doesn't shatter entirely, but there's a hole in it. There are cracks in the facade of the window. The baby keeps running at you.
I want to kick it like a soccer ball.
So one thing that we're going to change mechanically is you're not going to have to roll to hit him. You're just automatically going to hit him, and you're just going to roll your damage. So just give me a d4 roll, and we'll see how much damage that does.
Link is definitely looks back at it scary and be like, oh, she sees what sort of kicker I am. It's really good. Yeah, good kick. 3.
Oh, no.
The tip of your foot finds purchase in its round baby belly, and your
Tip
foot...
of my foot? Am I a fucking toe kicker? Come on, I'm a soccer player.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a soccer player. Right.
Fly the
Sword.
foot. Come on, buddy.
Fucking laces, baby.
I'm JV. I'm not a fucking idiot.
So the flat of your... the inside of your foot?
No,
is that
the
what you picked
the
with?
top of the foot.
The laces.
Okay, the top of the
laces.
foot. Okay, so
Yeah.
the laces of your foot impact on the soft, bouncy belly of this baby. And it goes... But now your foot is right within grabbing reach of it. So
so I don't kick it away. It's a
no,
pretty
you don't
strong
kick it
boot.
away.
Oh,
Your
no.
foot just
It does that anime thing where its feet dig into the gravel and then
Yeah.
fucking just tear up asphalt as it holds you back.
It feels like the center of gravity of this baby is way lower than it should be. This baby has way more mass than it should for its size.
It's like kicking a medicine ball.
It's kicking a medicine. It's exactly what it feels like. It's like kicking a medicine ball.
Was it Ally McBeal with the CG dancing
Yeah.
babies?
Yeah, early days.
The baby reaches forward with its small, fat-fingered baby hands and grabs your ankle, and its fingers sink into your ankle, softly. And initially, it doesn't hurt, and then it hurts a whole lot.
Ow.
So you take 3 damage, Link.
Okay.
Link, your soccer foot.
He only has one, man.
That's his golden foot.
That's the
Don't make
soccer
fun.
foot.
I know good soccer players can kick with both feet, but I'm learning. I'm trying. Oh, God. Ow. That's third of my health, by the way.
Woof.
I want to try to kick the face.
All right, so you kick it in the face, and
The moment she's winding up, I'm like, I should have kicked the face. God, she's a better soccer player than me.
I'm going to slide tackle the face. So I'm actually kind of coming up you know what? I'll do fucking cleats up. A dirty slide tackle.
Shit.
wow.
Red card.
A dirty
Instant
slide
red
tackle
card.
to the face. So essentially, I'm hitting her with the bottom of my shoe.
okay, so that'll do another d4 damage.
3.
Okay, 3. You feel the baby's skull compress as your heel punctures into it, but then you feel the baby's skull reforming itself around your foot, and you feel something wet and warm as its mouth gets a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger, and it starts to encircle your heel, and then the rest of your foot is and it's trying to swallow your foot whole, or at least get your entire foot in its mouth.
Wow, it really just has to have the Betts character.
Oh no, I didn't think about it
Wait,
that
what?
way.
Oh,
It's doing
I get it.
feet stuff.
Yeah.
All right, Normal, would you like to do anything?
Normal removes the big Jimmy Neutron head and wants to bring it down with thunderous force onto the baby, such that I kind of disconnect your guys' feet from it and trap it under the helmet.
I feel like we're trying to pull away.
Yeah, you guys are
anyways,
trying to pull
yeah.
away. I'm trying to break the connection and trap it under the helmet.
I have to say, the idea that you put that mask back on after throwing up in it.
I cleaned it out.
Okay.
With paper towels and no soap or
Paper
water.
towels and a little bit of spit.
Oh, God.
That smells really good
There was
after
a
a while.
Diet Coke in the limousine, and I poured that in there and used it to scrub it.
Okay, so give me a... I feel like that's kind of sleight of hand to very specifically get him.
I got a 9.
Okay, so he'll roll opposed. You got a 2.
Ooh!
Nice.
Stupid baby.
Stupid baby, you can't roll
baby.
fucking
Fuck
dice.
baby.
So you
Yeah.
trap this
Fuck
baby.
off,
So
baby.
and it spits out Scary's foot as it sees that coming and it goes. It's like that one guy in the pod race before he explodes. You bring the mascot helmet down and trap the baby inside for a second. You suddenly hear a voice over the radio say, "Get inside, get inside!" And the doors snap open, and then they shatter.
I look at the broken glass and I look over and I'm like,
I've opened the door. Get on inside, everyone.
I run, but because I'm not leaving this mascot helmet behind, I do pick the mascot helmet back up as I run.
Then it tries to well, I guess it chases after you.
I feel like maybe I pick it up and like there's no baby on the ground because it's like Splinter Cell on the inside and I haven't noticed yet.
That's funny.
Good news, guys, the baby disappeared. And then I put the helmet back on.
And you hear breathing above you in the helmet. And your eyes slowly move up and you see the baby spread eagle with its arms and legs like keeping itself suspended at the very top of the thing. And it's looking at you with very big eyes and then it drops onto your head and starts like clawing at your face.
Normal, lose that fucking mask.
Yeah, I dive and try to take the mask off.
All right, give me a dexterity roll or something.
That's a 22.
You get the mask off easily, and it's just the baby is just clawing on Normal's face.
It smells like vomit, so I punt the mask over the fence.
Roll a d20.
Good thinking, protect the mask.
Oh my god.
A strength roll?
Yeah, strength check. Yeah,
That's
see
a
if you can kick it
15.
Yeah, you kick it over the fence.
And then I'm going to wind up my big heavy go bag and then try and hit the baby off of Normal's head.
Okay, roll dexterity to see if you hit the baby and not Normal.
10.
Okay, so with the 10, you hit Normal in the temple, and it doesn't actually hit the baby at all.
I think it's both. Probably both. 10.
Yeah, I guess it hits both, but like...
Does he have to roll for damage against my
bad,
head?
Freddy.
Like,
that's bad.
Shut up, man.
Yeah, roll a d4. That's how much damage Normal takes.
1 damage. Oh, jeez. Not quite what I planned, but come on. Let's get inside.
So as you're running into this building down like carpeted hallways, a woman appears in front of you in the hallway and says, down, and takes out a blue marble from her coat pocket and throws it. And it hits the ground, explodes, and a blue acrid smoke fills the air. The baby growls, grabbing at its eyes, gnashing at the empty air. It lets go of your head, Normal, and it starts swinging around blindly, trying to grab each of you. And she goes, kids, come with me if you want to not die. Come on, come on.
There's a baby.
Yeah, I know. You just need to follow me. Come on, follow me. So she leads you to an elevator and ushers you all in and then presses a button. She says, I am Chief May Hales of D.A.D.D.I.E.S. And that name was sent in to us by May Hales. So thank you for your name, May. And when the elevator doors open, you are not where you were before. I guess that's how elevators work. But like,
whoa, lady, this elevator brought us to a different place.
This magic room took us to a different room.
Oh my god.
Guys,
so where's
I don't know where we are.
Wait a minute. Lady, what's going on here? We were just in a place and now we're in a different place.
Wait.
Canonically, it's the first time any of your characters have used an elevator.
In the elevator. Link stays in the elevator and he presses the door closed and like he's like, wait, it can't do that. It can't, can it? And he presses the door open and then he's in the same room.
It's the same room because nobody pressed any buttons for floors.
After the sky turned red, knowledge of elevators vanished from the earth.
Specifically that, everybody lost, yeah. So this is the only elevator in the world.
Wait, is it that knowledge of them or they actually like it's like every time
All
we see an elevator we
disappeared and everyone forgot what they were. There was like, why are these shafts in the middle of buildings? We don't understand.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a distraction. We just build another stairwell here.
Why do they have closets that are kind of bouncy? That's weird.
Because this is a room that goes up and down and leads to other rooms. That's maybe the least interesting thing you'll learn while you're here.
Normal throws up again.
No more stairs.
I'm sorry. I should have predicted you wouldn't be ready for that. I forgot about the elevator thing. I forgot nobody knows about elevators in this world anymore. That's what we call it. Up-down room. Nobody knows about up-down rooms anymore. So basically on the ground floor, it was all carpeted and corporate, and there were like pictures of like flowers and playing like future Phil Collins music. And as you went...
Future Phil Collins?
And
then like the moment the elevator started moving, we all like looked at
what the fuck is going on?
What the fuck's going on?
She goes, oh, I'm sorry, this room moves.
Why would it move, lady? That doesn't make any sense.
It moves up. You know like stairs? You know how stairs work?
Yeah.
What if you didn't have to take every individual stair? I know, but what if you moved instead of the stair? Wait, no, the stairs don't move. So the stairs move instead of you.
You know, like stairs, it's like you're moving, right? But this, it's like I'm subject to the whims of the up-down room. A room that reflects my moods. Up, down, and sometimes just staying still.
Wow, you got a handle on this very quickly. But yeah, that's what this is. She takes you out of there, and as you enter the new floor, the walls are suddenly very austere and white.
Like your mom.
My dad.
No.
My mom is short and brown.
Lincoln has pulled out a penny and he's like really looking straight down that little gap between the elevator and the floor. And he's like staring at us like, how far down does this go? And he drops a penny down there.
They have cash in the future? They do not.
They drops a paper clip.
He drops his Cash App card.
I drop my Cash App down there.
So
I drop my Cash App down there.
So you stand there waiting to hear the plink as it hits the bottom of the elevator, and you keep waiting for about 30, 45 seconds. And she's like, we need to start walking.
So it's just a carpet down there.
And then as you leave the elevator here, ding.
Oh my God.
It's a very long way down. Every time you take a step, you can feel it echo throughout this hallway, this like very blank hallway. And she goes, "This is the Department for the Acquisition, Destruction, Deployment, and Investigation of Extra Normal Stuff. D.A.D.I.E.S for short." And she starts.
That's what the acronym was on the front of the building.
Yeah, this is that building. It's
the same building.
This is us.
But we weren't in the same building. We walked in that room.
So again, the up-down room takes you from a room
I
and
get what
then
you're
moves
saying. I
down
get what you're
or
saying,
up
Taylor. That
to a
is
different
weird.
room. The rooms are stacked on top of one. It's
so
just
you're
stairs.
saying we're below the building that we were in before.
Yes,
with the
correct.
same name
so
as what
are we
you
in
said.
China now?
No, it's the same building. It's not that
Why
far
isn't
down.
everything upside down?
It's you know what? Just imagine it's not the up-down room. It's the stairs room.
And he grabs the lady and shakes her, and he goes like, "Then why didn't we take the stairs?
Are there stairs?
There are stairs.
Can we just
If there's
verify
no
that we're in the
stairs out of
same?
this room, I'm gonna freak out.
I'd like to verify that we're in the same building."
Fine, follow me. And she takes you the opposite direction to the direction she
Go
was
up the
going.
stairs.
And she goes, "Okay, we're following the fire exit signs." And she goes, "Stairs. All right, cool. Watch me." And then she opens up the door and then walks up the stairs and goes, "Follow me. Come on."
Yeah.
And leads you
Yeah.
up back to the room you were initially in. And she goes, "Okay."
Why did we
so
just do this the first time?
Because
so much easier.
Here, we'll do it again.
I'm not going in that room again.
No, we'll do it again. I'll show you how much
I'm going
easier
down
it is.
I'm going down the stairs. I go down the stairs,
lady.
Okay, well, I'll meet you down there and I'll show you it's safe.
I don't care.
Yeah, do that.
Okay, so she
I go
goes and she
downstairs.
goes
The
to the
moment
elevator.
she's gone. The moment she's gone.
got you.
Taylor looks at the teens and goes, "This is our chance to get deeper into this place."
Taylor.
So there's 69 buttons in the elevator, and there's 69 flights of stairs.
No, I thought she's taking, so she's taking.
So she's taking the elevator,
So she's
but you see a
separated
fire
from us.
escape sign on the wall that mentions there are 69 flights of stairs here, going downward.
So we're already on the top. All
So
right?
you're at the top.
We gotta go to the 69th floor and get that cash app back.
So based on the number of stairs that we just walked up, how many floors down was the floor we were originally on?
You're on floor 3B, as in like basement, underground floors.
3B.
I mean, I walk down. I go down the stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can't stop us, guys. We can check out all the other
What
rooms.
did Scary do?
Scary stayed in the elevator. She
Yeah,
thought
I
it was
think
really
Normal
cool.
took the elevator,
yeah.
too.
Okay, well, you guys go down to floor 3.
And when the doors open, you don't see.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Taylor.
the door's open, and she stands outside, and she goes, "And now we just have to wait for your friends to come out of the stairwell." They
Come
are
on,
not.
Link,
they're
let's
not
go.
coming out of the
You
stairwell.
can
right?
hear it echoing from the door, and you're like, "Let's keep going."
Just I was just trying to run back to her. I just refused to use the elevator. That's all.
Oh, so you exited on the floor?
Yeah, I
first.
exit on her
okay.
floor.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Okay, you wait there." And
Yeah.
she
Don't
runs
ever
down.
put me in that thing again. It's like an airplane, but in a building. Hate it.
It's,
We'll
okay,
wait
I'm just-
here. We're fine.
Yeah,
we'll wait
no,
here.
Can you please? Yes, please do. Taylor, you run down the stairs, and you hear huff, huff, huff of 2 men in suits coming up.
And I'm gonna bust down the door that whatever that floor.
Okay,
that
so
would
you'll be
it's
on
like
floor-
somewhere between floor 3 and floor 20, right?
Floor 20.
yeah.
Floor 20.
So yeah, let's say you made it down 5
roll a
flights of
D20.
stairs
I'll roll
while they
D20
made
see
it
how
up.
far I
Yeah, go
How's
ahead.
that? 11.
Okay, so you're on floor 11 when you see 2 men in suits rushing up from the stairwell.
I guess this will be as good as any.
I really hope that Freddy dies this
So you kick open the door, and before you see a room that is so big that you have trouble conceiving of it for a second. It seems so large and so cavernous. And as you look up, you see a spiraling trail that leads down the cave wall, almost like a drill bit kind of thing.
Like the room in Encanto.
Yes.
Actually, yeah.
Yes, like that. Just like the room in Encanto.
Multiverse.
And it goes along the edge of this cave. Every so often along this wall, you see a door that is locked from somewhere. And you just came out of one of these doors. And to your left and your right are doors that have, one has a golden lock on it, one has a silver lock. And the trail continues down deeper and deeper and deeper, and you can't see the bottom. It just gets dark before you can fully reach the bottom.
We cut back to for just like this blank hallway with teenagers just hanging out. Normal has drawn what he thinks is the layout of how an elevator works on the wall. And it's like, I think it goes like that, and it's completely wrong.
It's like a car going upstairs. It's like a room-shaped car
It's
going
a room
upstairs.
going up and downstairs. I think that's an elevator.
When you said that like an airplane is like an elevator is like an airplane, a building inside, like airplanes are like kind of buildings, aren't they?
Yeah, an airplane's really just a building with wings, Link.
Yeah, well, I don't... Okay, why are you coming at me? What's that?
Cut back to Taylor Swift. So you see all this, you see these doors. There's one next to you that has 4 jeweled locks on it that draws your attention, and you feel deep in your heart something powerful is in here that I can use.
I pull out my ninja rocks
and
Okay.
I throw it at the jewels on the door.
Okay, it doesn't do anything.
Shit, there goes one of my ninja rocks.
But to your right, pick it up. That's to your left.
Pick it up. I pick up my.
You just pick it back up. That's fine. To your right is a door with a copper lock on it. You almost feel like this whisper of like, hey man, there's something good in here for you. Come on, just pick the lock.
I'm gonna look at it and then, forgetting that I'm being chased, I'm gonna try and like kind of tug on the lock and see if I can shim the lock using any number of improvised tools in my go bag.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand roll.
13.
So with a 13, you try to lock pick this door. You shim it, and the lock pops open. But then you feel something from within the lock react poorly to your attempts to open it.
Okay, I'm scared now because
What the
Anthony
fuck?
has
He's got
reached next
cards
to him,
out?
and he has a bunch of
This is
index
such a power
cards.
move because he was all like, "Oh no, I didn't even plan for you to go in this room. Oh no," and he's got fucking stuff for it. Jeez Louise.
So just to paint the picture, folks, Anthony has 3 stacks of colored index cards. I'm drawing one now from the pink stack. Curse. Voiceover narration. You think out loud for the entirety of the next adventure.
Oh no.
So as you open this door, though, you also, inside, what seems to be a small green humanoid person who, in one hand, is beckoning you forward, and in the other hand, is holding what looks like a phone. And
what the fuck?
He goes, "Hey, come here, help me out, and I'll give you this. Come here."
What kind
of
phone?
It looks like an iPhone 20.
That's 10 iPhones ago.
Yeah, no, it's kind of old for your eyes.
It pretty much looks just like the iPhone.
Yeah,
right
it looks like
now.
And slightly, there's 12 camera lenses on the back.
I'm like, whoa, it's like a mini Piccolo from Dragon Ball Z.
Sure, yeah, whatever, man, whatever. Come on, you gotta help me out of here. I can't just grab me by the hand and then walk me out of here. Come on.
What's your deal, Piccolo?
They put me in prison for
It's
bullshit
funny
reasons.
because, Piccolo is like a small flute.
Who are you
You're
talking
already, myself, this is my voiceover narration.
That's right.
This is my head. This is what you're hearing.
Oh, yeah, that's what you're saying.
I'm saying it's funny because a Piccolo is already a small flute.
Kid, just
But
get me
this,
out of Just
to
take
me,
my
the
hand
thi-
and lead me out of this room. That's all I need.
I don't know. What's in it for me?
This is the 4 seconds of fame. It's an item that allows you to record 4 seconds of audio or video. Those 4 seconds will then immediately show up on the social media feeds of every human being on planet Earth.
Oh my God, what?
And I know this.
That's what he tells you.
I grab his hand so fucking hard, bro.
Okay, so you lead him out of the jail cell, and he goes, "Yippee, I'm free!" And he hands you the 4 seconds of fame, so now I'm giving you this card.
I've gotten a yellow card here.
And as he says that, the woman who you met, and then the 2 armed men, burst in through the door behind you, and they go, "No, no!" And he goes, "Yes, yes!" And he snaps his fingers, and he vanishes entirely. And they go, "Oh, no!"
As they're doing that, I quietly hide the phone from them.
Just take a video of this cave and put it online.
And I turn it on, I turn it around, and I record myself selfie mode in this room. And I go, "What up, Taylor Stans? If I disappear..." Are you counting
Yeah,
me down?
you need 4 seconds.
Okay,
Go.
okay.
Say-
all right.
say-
What's up, Taylor Stans? It's your boy Taylor Swift here. They've gotten me in some government.
Okay. So immediately,
Push notification.
Yeah, you
Like,
get a push
won't- and it's got a
notification.
full thumbnail and everything. It's me like with my hands. Like,
well, you can do
"Whoa."
audio or video. So I'm assuming you did
Video.
Oh, so you did video.
Oh,
so
no,
you
no,
just
audio,
see, you
you're
just
right.
see, you don't see, you hear nothing. You just see his face against a wall.
And it's on my YouTube channel, which all of a sudden has a bunch of people watching it. Yes,
Yeah,
perfect.
all of a sudden you get 8
But it has
billion
no audio.
views,
It has no
but no
audio.
audio.
Wow.
Wait, does this break? Because at the bottom it says break roll 15 charisma.
So the way that these magic items work that I've made is that you can use them as much as you want, but after you use them, they have the chance to break. So because that's a charisma item, you're going to roll a d20 and add your charisma modifier. If you don't get higher than its break number, which in this case is 15, it breaks forever, and you have to rip up the card.
It's a 12, so that's done.
So that goodbye to that cool card.
I'm tearing it up.
All right. So the woman takes you all into her office, and she sits you down in 4 seats that she has assembled. Well, 3 seats that she's assembled, and then she brings another one in for Taylor.
Taylor's already in one of the seats. He's in the centermost facing, and he's already kicked back.
The main character seat?
Yeah, the main character seat.
Okay. Well,
Lincoln is just stands in the corner.
Okay, that's fine. It's time to talk to you about the reason that you're here. We are at war with an enemy who has already won.
Oh, well, then
Well,
why
then
are
what's
we...
the point?
What are we doing here?
Let me keep going. I didn't come here just to say one sentence. And then I have a thing.
Oh,
Oh, you
There's
just got a
something.
thing, everyone.
You know what? I've got a whole. This will explain. You know what? I'm not going to bother. This will explain it. And she takes out a video cart with a TV on it, like the kind in school that meant you were going to watch Magic School Bus instead. of
We
do
can watch
work.
Magic School Bus?
You're not going to watch Magic School Bus. And she presses play on
That
it.
show got dark after the red shift happened, and
Oh, man,
the
yeah.
new seasons are weird.
I still get nightmares, bro.
The one where she goes inside the kid's repressed trauma, that was a dark one.
That was awful. Oh, God.
People said it was like the best episode of the show.
And the
but I thought they
swimming
kinda
pool, I
overdid
freaked
it.
out. And that dog died.
Can I press play on the DVD player?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So she presses play on a DVD player. An old mustachioed man with white hair appears on screen. None of you recognize him.
Is he hot?
Yeah, Anthony, is he hot?
No.
Okay.
He was not hot when he was young, and he's not one of those that breaks late.
Whatever.
Hi, my name is Ron Stampler. Welcome to D.A.D.I.E.S, the Department for the Acquisition, Destruction, Deployment, and Investigation of Extra-Normal Stuff. A Ron Stampler business enterprise. If you're watching this, then we failed. The Doodler is still loose in our reality, and we're too old or too dead to continue to fight against it and its homies, its acolytes, if you will. This video is to remind you that you're not crazy. The world really is broken, but it can be fixed. Now that said, please don't involve our sons. Especially my son, Terry Jr. I mean, I guess I care about the other sons too. They'll want to join daddies, but keep them out. They shouldn't be responsible for our mess here.
The video feed cuts and is suddenly replaced with the image of Normal's uncle, Lark Oak.
There's someone right over this DVD?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
He says, if you're watching this, then we failed too. We're dead or missing, and the Doodler is still loose.
Wait.
I wish I had a great plan for you, 100 contingencies, but I've only got 3 things to tell you. Firstly, if all is lost, implement Code Purple. It worked once before, maybe it can work again. You just may not like what you find. Secondly, stay away from the obsidian door. Thirdly, no matter what happens, do not involve our children. Normal, Link, Taylor, they shouldn't be responsible for our mess. And the video cuts out. Okay, so now that that's done, what the fuck is going on? You're the bosses now. All of you are the joint chiefs of daddies. So this is your office now. Congratulations. You're my boss now. Tell me what to do. What do we do?
What do you mean? Wait, okay, first things first, lady. What the heck?
Like the video said, this is the Department for the Acquisition, Destruction, Deployment, and Investigation of Extra Normal Stuff, or daddies, and your dads ran it. They were the chief agents.
My dad didn't run a super... You got me confused.
Sorry, your
you
dad
got me
and your
confused
uncle.
with another normal oak. My dad ran a shitty vegan ice cream store. This is crazy.
You saw him in the video. Well, your uncle, but your dad and your uncle worked together on
My dad's a librarian and an author. He wrote one book, and he's a librarian.
Your
and
dad is a
doesn't
sniper. I've seen your dad kill
He's
monsters
great.
with
No,
a
he's
gun.
a good striker on FIFA. What are you talking about?
Well, my stepdad is like a total moron and like an idiot and then embarrassing.
Embarrassing, maybe. The other two, not so much. I mean, your dad's, I mean, not you, she says, pointing at Taylor. I don't know. Again,
Yeah,
I don't know,
who my dad is.
she grimaces. But she goes, no, your dad's, and in one case, uncle, wanted to protect you from the knowledge of what's going on. Like, you don't remember this, but I do, because I'm in my 30s. Oh, God, I feel old. But like, when I was like 5, all the sky changed from blue to red. Everything went fucking weird, and that's because your dad's like accidentally unleashed this weird chaos creature, this god called the Doodler.
Our dads turned the sky red?
Indirectly, kind of, yeah. Everybody thought that the world was ending for a while and everything seemed insane, but after a while, it seemed like, oh, actually, all that really changed was that the sky was turned to this weird color, except people in the know, people like me, she says, pointing at herself manically. I was on the internet all the time, and I saw there were way more cryptid sightings, there were way more missing persons, the conspiracy theories were going nuts, and I knew something was going on, and that's why your dads hired me to work for them, because I'm a fucking go-getter, and I saw beyond the veil. I saw that something's fucking weird now. So
They recruited me from 8chan.
They were protecting this town from incursions by acolytes of the Doodler. Like every so often there'll be an incursion and something will happen, and the Doodler's like acolytes or people who are obsessed with the Doodler, or maybe the Doodler themselves, I don't really know, but something weird will show up and start fucking up people and trying to eat them or destroy them or whatever the hell, and they were the ones who stopped them. And if you don't stop them, then they're going to take over the town and eventually the world. So they were basically keeping the world all together, but they're gone now, but you're the best thing I have, so now you have to do their job. I'm sorry.
I raise my hand.
Yes, Lincoln.
Here's the problem I'm having. Maybe you can help me. One, you're an adult, so that means I should probably trust you, and you're probably smarter than me, so that's good. But 2, you're saying that in order for this to be true, my dad would have to lie, and my dad has never lied to me his entire life. So you see the predicament? Like, that's not possible.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
So, like,
no,
Lincoln-
hey, I get it, man. Like, yeah.
What did your dad tell you about Santa?
Oh, the first memory I have of Santa Claus is he sat me down and he explained to me that Santa is not physically real, but could be real. And then it was kind of up to my choice to decide whether or not, like, I want to believe it in. They would support my decision either way.
Well, shit, that
I just want
backfired on me.
FIFA, so I didn't really
great.
care. You haven't told us. I mean, so where's our? I need to say my dad. Where's?
I also don't know where your dad is.
Wait, is my dad part of this? The video mentioned me.
That's true. The video did say something about Taylor.
Oh yeah, it did. And you're Taylor.
Yeah.
And you don't have a dad?
Well, I mean, obviously, I have a cool dad. I just don't know where he is.
Oh.
I don't know. I mean, maybe by researching this stuff going on with the Doodler and all that stuff, you'll find your dad. I don't know. I got hired relatively
so you're saying
recently.
we gotta do a bunch of work, and then maybe we'll be the ones to save the world?
I'm saying saving the world is the work. She says, first you're going to need these. And she hands each of you a badge with your name and a picture of you on it. And she says, at any time, those badges you have around your neck, they might vibrate. And that'll let you know that there's been an incursion and that you have to basically drop everything and stop it. Because if the Doodler gets enough of a presence in this world or does enough fucked up shit, then a lot of people die.
I mean, we're just kids, so how about we just don't do it? How about we go to the cops to find our dads? And
There's
how about
gotta
you...
be like grown-ups that do this stuff, right?
They were your dads.
That was it? There was just our 4 dads and
your
you
dads
in a
had
weird
the power.
bunker?
Have your dads ever told you anything about daddy magic?
No, my dad is totally lame. I just can't wrap my mind around the fact that the dude who is like weeping at like top 6 Steph Curry plays, like he was like this really old NBA player, but he was able to play into his 80s because of some sort of fuck me. Anyways,
and then he made all that money from that golf show.
He's a miniature golf guy, right?
yeah, he plays miniature golf and then curling and cornhole. So like he was a big member of the National Cornhole Federation. Anyways,
Yeah, the NCF.
So you're telling me that same guy, Terry, is also like into all this like metal monster stuff?
Yes.
Don't threaten me with respecting my stepdad, okay?
Okay, fine. Our dads are adults, but there's other adults. Like, why don't we just go like Sheriff Johnson? Like, he's an adult. He's better than we are.
You know the name of the sheriff?
Yeah, he's a really nice guy. What do you mean? You guys don't do any work around the community?
This is a town of like 50,000 people. I mean, good for you being involved in local politics, I guess.
not
I don't know the
politics,
name of our
just help
state
out around,
senator.
If you know the name of the
parks.
sheriff, it's because he's definitely done something illegal.
Saturdays
you're a
when we go
narc.
clean up the park and the rivers. You
Look,
guys don't do that?
The
Did
reason
you
that
say
you're
clean up the narc?
Okay, whatever, Scary. My point is, like, there's other adults that could do this.
It's not
We
about
need an
adults or not adults. It's about, do they have the daddy magic? So your parents, if they didn't teach you about the Doodler, they didn't teach you about daddy magic, but there's some magical energy that they have that's powered by, I don't know, love or like affection for your kid or your dad or whatever the fuck, and that allowed them to...
boring.
I don't like it either.
Oh,
I don't
that's
care.
so sweet. Oh, I mean, my dad's probably the most powerful dad.
Oh, God, shut up. So,
Hey.
they could tell when an incursion happened and they could tell where it was. Like, there was no technology other than just what was in their souls or hearts, I guess. And, like, because you're their kids and because they all love you, and I guess also you, Taylor, I don't know, maybe your dad loves you somewhere, wherever he is, but, like, maybe you'll know, too, when an incursion happens.
Well, Miss Hales, I saw spooky vision. I'm pretty sure my dad's in trouble. It sounds like this is related to that. So just point me where I gotta go and we'll do it. We've got spirit. Yes, we do, as I like to say. So, like, what do we do?
Well,
this lady doesn't know anything.
So, like,
no,
Blink,
be quiet.
bro, you gotta get it together,
get it
bro.
together. Why are we even listening to you? My dad lied. That's like the only thing.
Link.
Taylor slaps Link.
Ow!
If this is the only way I'll meet my dad, then dang it,
I don't know
I'll do
where
it.
you're getting that.
This might not relate to your
I don't
dad at all.
think this has anything to do with your dad. I really don't. But look, Link, it's crazy. There's a lot of stuff going on. I'm ready. Put me in, coach.
Link, listen to me, man. Okay, let me try to fucking put this in soccer terms or something, right?
Yeah.
So it's like either you can like sit on the sidelines and cry about it, or you can step up for your team and your dad and get into some really dark, angsty shit like the rest of us.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go on the field. I might just be crying while I'm on the field.
Well then,
Well, okay, that's fine. You can cry.
Just okay.
Okay, so first thing we need to do probably is go to the pay window. Follow me. So the room you enter is pretty much entirely empty except for the fact that there's a very large puddle on the other end of the room. And for some reason, that's where your eyes go to first. Then as you raise your eyes to see what caused that puddle, you see a large wall that seems to be made entirely of raw meat that has a large hole in the middle that you with horror realize is a mouth, and that there's saliva dripping from that mouth over sharp teeth with chapped lips, and a big old tongue comes out and licks the floor and licks its lips and stuff, and it goes.
Oh my God! It's Face from Nick Jr.
Oh no!
Yeah, Nick Jr. the rat turned into that.
Oh my God!
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Nick Jr. the rat. His face alone survived, and it turned into that wall. And it goes.
Oh God!
New meat. You will need this. Blah. 4 pieces of paper come out, and Agent Hales says, "So we're at war. This is Daddy's, and for some reason, in order to actually get any equipment, we have to buy it from the vending machine downstairs, and it only accepts these dollars." I don't know. I started working here like 2 years ago. I'm still getting the hang of it.
2 years is a long time to get it.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea how much the average high schooler has to learn in 2 years, lady? Falling on deaf ears.
I know about
I was an
World War
assistant.
I,
I learned a lot
War II,
about like the work
World
that they
War
don't
III.
do, and I learned how to like get away with doing as little work as possible. But I don't understand why things work. Yeah, it was me and just those 4 guys, and they would leave, and I would just stay here and like play whatever the future equivalent of Candy Crush is on my phone.
I get it.
Maybe you could have been learning during that time.
Oh, fuck off. You're my least favorite one.
Yeah, well.
So anyway, these are Daddy Warbucks. You need to hold on to these. I've made physical versions of these that I'm going to give you now.
So we gotta keep track of stuff?
Yes, you can now keep track. You, the players in real life, will keep track of the stuff you have. Now we're gonna go downstairs and I'm gonna take you to the vending machine where there's like stuff that you can use for your, I guess, missions. Okay, follow me. Agent Hales takes you downstairs to a massive warehouse-like space. It is brightly lit, but from lights you can't see. It's like somebody turned on the Fulbright in a level designer. That's for nobody. That's for people who make video games.
It's like a big light box.
It's like thank you.
Like somehow like the walls are just
Yeah,
Can you
the
describe
walls
the
just
level of
radiant light.
anti-aliasing going on? Is there Z-buffering
The
happening?
bow is turned all the way up.
Is there Fong shading?
There's this very big, very brightly lit empty warehouse, and in the middle of it is just a normal-sized snack vending machine.
Oh my
Hey,
God!
normal. That vending machine's exactly your size.
Fuck you.
I mean, cut that out.
No, that's good.
That's going in.
No.
As you approach the vending machine, you actually see that, like, it's not really normal size. It's just kind of like far away, and it's actually quite big. And looking at the vending machine,
Anthony, the way you paint
that's how perspective works. I know I'm explaining very basic human experiences
Just
to you.
kidding. That one is way too big.
There are a bunch of things that you can buy from this. There are brass, silver, and gold keys. There's also jeweled keys that seem to be pretty expensive. There are healing potions, there are weapons and armor, and there is a lockpick on the very bottom that seems to cost a lot. They all have different Daddy Warbuck amounts they take that I have put into our Discord.
My God.
Okay, which one of these help us find our dads? Like,
Yeah,
what
is
are
there
we?
like a dad detector
Yeah, what is
in
like?
here?
What is this? Like,
So these keys there's a dungeon beneath us full of both like monsters that your dads have captured and also like potentially useful items that they've captured, sometimes both in the same room. And those keys will open doors that lead to those things.
That's where I was.
Yes, that's exactly what you did, actually. You picked a lock instead of using a key, but if you want to get into one of those rooms without getting a curse, you use a key. And as she says that, your badges all vibrate and come alive on your chest. You feel within you a surge of presumably what this woman referred to as daddy magic. You feel power well up within you and fill your entire body, and each of you in this moment become the Dungeons & Dragons character archetypes that you built into your sheets.
Oh, hey.
Wow.
You can feel yourself gain spells
Are
or
you
abilities.
saying we have a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers-ass moment right now?
Wild.
Yes, I would say Sailor Moon, but yeah.
from our ID cards?
Yeah, it's basically coming from your ID cards. Like, you don't actually like turn into like a guy with armor and shit, but you can feel yourself get
I
whatever.
turn into a teenager who thinks he's a cleric.
Yeah, pretty much. Like you can now use those spells that you have on your character sheets and stuff.
Well, what is everybody? What are you, Scary?
I'm a warlock.
Oh.
So yeah, Scary, you feel the dark magic of a patron god that gives you your dark powers, and you feel that awaken within you, and you become Scary the Warlock.
Ooh, can our ID cards like reflective, like as it hits the light, it
Like a
literally says like
holographic?
Warlock? Like that's like their code names for each other?
Oh, Warlock? Yeah, that's fun.
kind of cool.
Yeah.
Whoa, it looks
Your
like
call sign?
I'm a paladin? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so you feel a good and just light welling up within you, Link, that fills you with the desire to protect and heal and help people, and that is the spirit
Just
of a
like my
paladin.
dad. Maybe you guys can call me Pal, like short for paladin. Like, what's up, Pal?
I'm not doing that.
Hey, Pal. I'll call you Pal.
Normal looks down at his badge and sees the word cleric on there. We blast into Normal's POV, and a light pierces through the clouds of his soul and fills him with beautiful light. And it's the spirit, and it's the school spirit. And that's the spirit that he
Damn.
worships that brings his mighty powers forth.
And then Taylor looks down at his badge and he's like, "Oh man, mine says Park Ranger." Oh, Ranger.
Where did you get the park from?
Oh, yeah, there's a smudge. There was some gravy.
So you feel within your soul the power of
Aragorn.
Aragorn ass bullshit. You feel being cool, and the guy who's in the corner of the tavern in dark, and you fucking have a hood over your head, like that whole fucking vibe. That shit, that's you.
Kicking things, breaking toes, you know how it goes.
You feel a ranger within you. And also, after that wave of magic and dopamine has passed, you feel peril. You sense it in the air. You feel that at the San Dimas Elementary School, something is awry. You have an image of a child. You see...
Thank you, Freddie.
I was just trying to give a little bit of...
You see an image of a child.
I look at Taylor.
Was this like the vision you guys had?
No, we didn't really...
I didn't make a dumb sound like that when I had my vision.
Yeah.
Well,
was it dumb? Sounds cool.
This is the vision you do have. So you sense the elementary school, and then you see a child who's wearing a shirt that has like something kids like on it on the shirt, and he's
Paw Patrol.
It's like I'm there.
Yeah, like Paw Patrol, the Paw Patrol reboot, the gritty Paw Patrol reboot.
Yes.
Paw Patrol Port of Call, New Orleans.
Yeah, there you go.
Man,
Paw Patrol
vending machines that are bigger than they first seem, and kids with shirts.
Didn't you used to listen to that podcast, Dungeons Daddies? Yeah, the world building really took a nosedive. It was just too immersive. I felt like I couldn't extricate myself from the tapestry that they wove with their words. So a kid wearing a Paw Patrol Port Call New Orleans shirt is crawling out. See, it's funny now that we've all done it. Is crawling out of a building, and he looks up, and you can see on his face that all these wrinkles, like he's really, really old. He has the body of a child, but he looks like he's 80. Like the
Akira boy.
Exactly like the kid from the beginning of Akira.
Just
I
like
literally
the
have
kid
that written
from
down.
Akira.
Like the kid from
Oh my
Akira.
God.
And then that dissipates, and Agent Hales goes, "What did you see? Did you see
We
it?
saw
Did it
some
work?"
Akira ass shit.
It was like a kid, like a kindergartner, but like was really old and looked like sick and like dying.
Okay, that's good. That's weird. That's bad.
What?
I mean,
That's
it's
not
bad.
good?
It's not good. It's bad. It's bad. But it means that your ability to use daddy magic to locate weird doodler shit is working. So yeah, that's an incursion. We have to like go
All
solve
I
that.
know is that the kids of San Dimas Elementary are the future kids of San Dimas High School, which means they're as connected to the glory of our school as we are. So for future generations, for our school to prosper and also to, I guess, help get our dads back, we better get over there and see what's going on.
So this is what my dad did all the time?
Yeah, not all the time. He would go home and stuff.
Oh, man.
If you're going to go out in the field, you might need some stuff. I don't know.
The only thing I need is this right here. I said that Grant was an author, so he wrote one book as a librarian, and it's How to Be a Good Teenage Boy.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
There appears to be a real book here.
The only thing I need is this. And
my
let me just, I know my dad wrote something about being brave, and it seems like we got to be brave right now.
What does it say about bravery? Let's get pumped up here.
It says, it says you don't always have to be brave. It's okay to ask for help.
Your dad sounds like a total pussy.
Okay, well, May, really quick. So while we're doing this, first order of business as your boss, like help like search stuff about our dads while we go do this. And so hopefully when we come back, you got some more information. 'Cause,
Okay,
that's
I can do that.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, can you do that?
Yeah, don't just sit around and Google mangas that haven't been translated yet.
Yeah, stop
all
playing
day
Candy Crush.
and
Maybe
playing
this-
games on your phone. That's the first order of business as the boss.
You can't
One
stop me
whiff
from playing
of
games on
power
my
for
phone.
these teenagers.
As your guys' boss, don't ever fucking talk to a woman that way.
I'm sorry, Scary.
In May, you better fucking get to work.
Oh,
Ladies
okay.
lifting ladies.
You know what? Actually, yeah, Scary, I'm okay with you. Actually, I feel a little bit more comfortable if you're the. I don't want to be the boss. So are you guys cool with that?
I don't want to be the boss.
Scary's the
either.
boss.
I'm the boss.
I'm
If
not.
you find my dad,
No,
Taylor's
Taylor's not the boss. Taylor's
I'm
not
the
the
boss.
boss.
I think
By
it's fine
vote.
if
You're all
Taylor's
the boss. Nobody gets to not be the boss. All four of you are the boss.
So I slap the 4 daddy warbucks against the vending machine and I say, give me the rowdiest, raddest bunch of keys this money'll buy.
Okay.
Also, are there any like good snacks in this bad boy? Like, are there like...
Yes, there is one Snickers bar.
How much is that?
That one is 6 daddy warbucks.
Wow.
Damn. Holy shit.
So you put your 4 daddy warbucks against the vending machine, and rather than accepting them through the dollar slot, it just absorbs all 4 of them and spits out 2 brass keys.
We can use these in the dungeon.
Hey, team of teens, hands in the middle. Are you guys ready to do this?
Yeah. Let's go fast.
Let me just say real quick, thanks everybody for gathering here today.
Okay, we gotta go.
And-
Lincoln starts running down the thing.
Are you going to take the elevator or the stairs?
Stairs. I'm not going on that thing.
Okay, so then as you go down the stairs, the floor directly beneath this one, you feel
an incredible intelligence on the other side of that door that is.
Oh, I'm smart now.
No, you don't become intelligent. You sense an intelligence on the other side of that door.
Why am I on the other side of the door?
There's a sign on the. You're not on the other side. The intelligence on the other side. You're on this side. Clearly, you don't have the intelligence. There's a sign on the door next to the door that says whale, and then there's a sign that's saying dungeon that has an arrow pointing down. So if you want to go to the dungeon, you keep going down. But there's also a hyper intelligent whale behind this door. Daryl. I mean Lincoln.
I'm just cracking up and just a handwritten sign.
It's not handwritten. It's official looking.
That's even funnier for some reason. They're like, all right, we got to get this
They went to
sign
Kinko's.
printed. We got to get a nice sign printed that says
I'm
whale.
stuck between, like, you gave me, like, the fire hose. You're like, run to the fire. Then as I'm running to the fire, you're like, by the way, there's a door that says whale on it.
I'm just
Like,
saying, I'm setting up the space. I'm being consistent about the way the space is built out. And I'm telling you that there's a psychic, hyper-intelligent whale behind this door. You don't have to talk to him. You just fucking know he's there.
It's Alan Rickman in Die Hard looking at like the list of names. He's like, it's built whale.
Like, I shouldn't go talk to it, but, like, it's also, you explain that it's there.
Do you want to do something with the whale?
No. Let's move on. Let's move on.
So you open the door to the dungeon from Dungeons and Daddies.
You can't be mad at us. You told us there was no
I'm trying to
whale.
move forward. I'm trying to add momentum to this expository fire hose of information.
You're the one who was like, stop the adventure to look at a whale.
I didn't say look at it. I said it where.
You described it so
Can you imagine how
alluringly.
insane it would be if I came back after the mission was done and I went, oh, by the way, there's a whale there you didn't notice? That would be obscene.
It's a big building. I could have just taken a path not next to the
No,
whale.
there's only one stairwell up or down. So what do you want to do? You want to spend the keys? You want to go rescue the kids? What the fuck you want to do?
I think we use these keys and let's go save some kindergartners. Like,
We got
I
two
guess.
keys and some old kindergartners. I say we blow these keys into some fucking hot locks.
Yeah, let's do it.
The dust in here smells very, very old. She goes, yeah, this is Raitan's dungeon where we keep all of our weird shit. So yeah, go for it, kids.
It's kind of like a storage space.
Who wants to open the door?
I'll do it.
All right.
So you are going to pick one of these cards, and we'll see what's inside. And then I'll roll to see if there's a monster inside that room as well.
This one.
I rolled a 2 on my monster table, which means that the starved to death corpse of a lizard man is in there. You're safe.
Whoa.
Lizard men are real?
I'm pretty unfazed by anything I'm seeing at this point, so I'm just gonna take
I will
this in
process
stride.
this later.
All right.
Wow.
You guys want to just go in and get the thing and bring it out
I
here?
take the lizard man corpse and I throw it off of the
Oh my
I
god.
clear it out.
All right. Yeah, you hear it clatter to the ground where it shatters. And yeah, so what item did you find inside this room?
Dust my hands and I go, it's called Die Another Day. You roll a d20 and find out how you die. You can't share the result with anyone. Lower rolls are worse, obviously. No matter what happens, the vision you see must come to pass, period. Nothing you do can alter
Oh
what
my
you see.
god.
What the fuck?
That's a horrible. Put that away. Okay, let's just not use that. That's great. Let's don't use it.
Wait, so you have to pick it up? Like, how does it work? Like, if
You have to choose to use it.
Oh,
Damn.
okay.
Damn.
So what is this object? Like, what does it look like?
It is a magic D20 that when you touch it, you can feel that this is what it does. That if you choose to roll it, it will show you how you die and will lock that death into fate
What
forever.
the fuck?
Holy shit.
I hate that.
This is the scariest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I very gently set it down.
Do you want to just leave it there?
You're like, that
You
doesn't
don't
count
have
as
to
a
take
roll.
it.
This seems like not a good thing to have,
No,
guys.
it's not. But maybe we give it to somebody else or something. Like, maybe it's worth something.
I mean, yeah, maybe we'll meet someone who wants to know how they're going to die.
Just wrap it up in, like, bubble
I'll
wrap or
put it
something.
in my go bag.
So do you want to use your other key?
Yeah, I hope we get something more useful
that's a
than
useful,
that.
yeah, that's
All right.
useless.
So
I think
yeah,
that
so
would be
just so you know,
useful.
the brass keys, the ones that are cheapest, tend to be things like this that are like fucking like wild and weird. That like maybe you can find a clever way to use these, but they don't have an immediately obvious
Yeah.
use. The things that require silver keys are tactical. They are more useful, but less like they're not like direct violence. And then the things that
Well,
require
wish we'd known that earlier.
We just have to save some kindergartners. I
and then the
guess.
gold
Yeah.
key will get you things that are just straight up. They're called violent items. They will just do damage and hurt things and stuff.
I like that.
So you're going to open another brass door, and I'm going to roll to see if
Normal's
there's a
gonna
monster
open
inside.
this one.
Okay, normal.
This one looks good over here. This door's giving me a good energy. I feel good about this one.
18. So inside, there is a living ancient gold dragon.
Oh, cool. There's a dragon in here. Wow. Oh my God.
Massive,
Did you guys know
massive
that
room.
the chaparral dragon is the mascot over there? Guys, take a look at this.
Lincoln runs back up.
Oh, it
just
looks nice.
Runs away.
Is this a nice dragon?
Roll perception.
I got a natural 20.
So with a natural 20, you can tell that all this dragon likes to do is protect treasure. It's friendly to anybody who's not coming after its treasure, and it can be easily swayed if you can give it something that it believes is more valuable than what it is protecting.
Hey, dragon, you want to know how you die?
Do that.
Roll persuasion.
13.
All right, I'll roll, I don't know, wisdom saving throw against it. It also got a 13.
Damn.
Want double or nothing,
So-
dragon?
Yeah.
How would I double or nothing knowing how I die?
Lincoln, realizing this dragon's not dangerous, slowly peeks his head around the corner. I just don't even know why we need to persuade you. We were all arguing about which one of us should take it, because if you knew how you die, that's pretty great, because you would know.
Let me ask
would
you
be-
this. Do you know someone else who would want to maybe know that? Because this dice freaks me out.
Plus, think about how hilarious it would be if someone comes in here and tries to steal it from you, and then they roll it, and then they're gonna got killed by an ancient dragon for stealing their treasure. That's like a perfect ironic trap.
I feel like that's convincing enough. You don't have to roll again. You were right on the cusp. You tied, so that's good. So he goes,
all right, give it over.
And he takes the dice from you, and he hands you.
And we all watch to see if
are
the
you gonna roll
dragon
it?
rolls it.
What?
Are you going to roll it?
Do I want to roll it?
Oh, no, just give us
I
that
don't know.
dragon
Let
dice.
me think.
And he's going to roll a wisdom saving throw to see if it's something he wants to roll or not. So 10, dead in the middle.
I could go either way.
Right in the middle.
I could go either way. I could maybe roll it, I could maybe not. Now it's going to be a 50-50. If it's evens, I'm going to roll it. If it's odds, I'm not going to roll it.
I guess you don't have to decide right now.
It's evens, I'm going to roll it.
Okay.
All right. All right. Daddy's looking for old age's bed surrounded by his loved ones. Here we go. Here we go.
Gold dragons have big beds? And
16.
All right, so he sees something, and he goes,
nice. Pretty good.
Damn.
Pretty good.
Well,
Okay, so can we have like whatever
Yes,
you're...
yeah. So here you go.
and he hands you, what does he hand you?
I got the ring of invisibility, but also blindness. A small glass ring that, when worn, grants the wearer complete invisibility at the cost of complete blindness. Both effects remain active as long as the ring is worn and become inactive upon removal.
Ooh, that's clever.
It's by Eli Goldwag. Thanks, Eli. Wow.
Looks like we're all ready to go. But we need a ride.
Yeah, sure, you can take the company van, I guess.
Oh, none of us can drive. Or
Can you drive? You can drive?
Scary, can you drive?
Like, legally?
Yeah. I mean, of course. What other type is there?
Illegally?
Yes, I can drive.
Okay.
So, Link, you notice when you head out to the parking lot, your dad's van is here. And as Scary presses the key fob, it lights up. So the company car is essentially your dad's van.
What? How did you get to the airport?
Kill me, it's a minivan.
It's so safe. What are you talking about? It's got lots of room and there's snacks in the back.
Yeah,
It's great.
well, a ship in the harbor is safe, but that's not where ships get laid.
What? Okay, well, are you going to drive it?
Yeah.
Don't dent it.
Okay, no righty tighty. Let's see here. All right, you guys like fucking metal, right?
What type of van is it, Anthony?
So yeah, you see your dad's Nissan Quest. What do you want it black? What color do you want it? What color?
What colors did the Nissan Quest come in? That's the
Yeah.
real question.
Well, I mean, what?
But this new one
Yeah,
comes
what
in-
color did it come in 2040 or wherever we are?
No, but it got discontinued. This is a classic car.
This is a classic, but-
This is like the dad in Ferris Bueller's Day Off with his Ferrari that he washes with a diaper.
Oh,
It's like,
Grant's
that's-
definitely like built his
Grant
car from
takes this
scratch.
thing,
Who do you
yeah.
love? You love a van.
A gross beige color is pretty good.
Yeah.
Like champagne. It's like a
Sandstone.
champagne. Yeah.
So your
Sandstone.
dad's champagne Nissan Quest.
It's still got all the custom trim from 2016, including like a built-in PlayStation 3. Oh, sweet. We can play Killzone. Because, yeah, this is a pre-self-driving car as well.
But also, like, out of character, like, how much has Scary driven?
Probably not at all.
At
Like-
all?
But I just rolled a 17.
Yeah,
boy!
Yeah.
You get there with really no problem.
Yeah.
17's better than I drive on a daily basis, and I'm an adult.
There's
The
like a
car
really,
like lurches like into the.
there's like a tense moment where like a red light, like a cop stops next to us and like looks at us, and we all look at him, and the cop's like gives us a little like shrug, and then just like drives off. Like, oh my god, that was so close, guys.
Dude, we almost got arrested.
So you head to an elementary school. You head to the elementary school, the San Dimas Elementary School. The exterior of the school seems to be pretty normal because it's Saturday. There are basically no cars in the parking lot, but you can hear activity within.
So by normal, it looks like a school at 6 p.m. So it's like nobody's here.
Yes. but you hear heavy breathing inside. You hear beeping. You hear a bit of moaning. You hear the whirring of machinery and a rhythmic like stomping.
Are there any windows we can look at?
Yeah, there's like, you know how like in schools they have those little like windows inset into the door?
You know, in schools they have windows.
Lincoln will use his incredibly tall head.
Hey, Link, what can you see up
his
there?
tall body.
Okay, so
on the top of it to
from
look at the window.
The angle you're at, you can see a very long line of kindergartners that is leading up to what looks like a opaque phone booth with a monitor attached to it that have so many wires coming and going from it that it hurts your eyes to even look at them. On the other end of the room, you can see something running on a treadmill at a blistering speed. The something is vaguely humanoid, but the more that you look at it, the less that humanoidness becomes vague and the more it becomes just like incorrect. It at first blush looks like a person, but the more you look at it, the less person-like it looks. The veins on its neck are bulging, they're about to burst. Sweat drips down what you assume is her skin in waterfalls that splash the ground and with a hiss evaporate into the air.
Ugh.
One of the veins in her forehead pulses bigger and bigger until it bursts, the open vein flapping in the air like an untended garden hose.
God. Oh my God.
Her tongue lashes up and lassos the end of the vein, guiding it into her mouth where she sucks the fluid out of it, rehydrating herself as the vein slowly grows flaccid.
What the fuck?
She spits out the vein and the vein retreats back into her head, sliding in the forehead under her forehead skin like a blanket. She breathes heavily, horrible breaths so bassy that you can feel them in your chest. You realize now that's what that moaning was her heavy, horrible, bassy breaths.
If I print out this description, will you sign it for me?
She's also, her fingers are tapping at 3 different sets of keyboards that are mounted to her treadmill, and the wires are trailing from those keyboards to the phone booth.
Ghostly white. He goes, there's just a teacher. He's watching TV in there. We should just go.
All right, let's go in.
All
Come
right,
on.
sounds good.
All right, yeah.
No, there's just a teacher.
open
There's
the door
nobody
to
in there.
the-
Oh, God,
yeah.
no, everybody.
Okay, do you all go in?
Yeah,
We just
go in.
bust in. It's just a teacher. It's a safe adult.
Okay.
There's a monster.
So as
he opens the door, I scream, there's a monster.
As you step in, 2 things happen. A, Lincoln says there's a monster. B, you see all the things I just mentioned to Lincoln. And C, the doors slam shut behind you and are barred. There's a line of kindergartners leading towards this phone booth. And on the other end of the phone booth, there are a bunch of old people just sitting on the ground, just looking very tired and looking very sad. So the woman on the treadmill is looking at the monitor on the phone booth. And on the screen, you see an old woman who is huffing and puffing. She's running as fast as she can to what looks like a bank and cashes a check. And the teller goes, "Hey, congratulations, madam. Your balance is now $1 million. And the old woman looks into the camera as if she's being filmed. She goes, "Time." The woman on the treadmill presses a large red button on the treadmill, and a number appears on a large electronic board that folds out from behind her. And it says 68 years, 2 months, 3 days, 12 hours, 34 seconds. And the woman, the runner, looks at this and she goes, "Okay, so that means you are in 7th place. Subpar. You will remain this age." And she presses a button on one of her keyboards, and the phone booth spits out the old woman that you saw on the monitor. The old woman goes and sits down with a bunch of other old people that also look like kindergartners, and the runner, she goes, "You're gonna sit there until this entire marathon is over. Now, who else wants to speed run life to see who gets $1 million quicker than anyone else?"
All our days whisked away, but is there something more to say? You know that no one knows us better than ourselves. Used to tell myself it'll be alright. Pretty lies let me sleep at night. I know that no one knows me better than myself. And I know I'll get this right. It's just a matter of time till we make it out alive. We gotta pick ourselves up and say, not today, no, not today. We live for tomorrow, make, steal, and borrow. Brave where we can't change. We gotta pick ourselves up and say, not today, no, not today. I don't need your sorrow, come back tomorrow, I'll be on my way. I'll be on my way.
Dungeons and Daddies is Matt Arnold as Lincoln Wilson, Anthony Birch as our DM, Will Campos as Normal Oak, Beth May as Scary Marlowe, and myself, Freddie Wong, as Taylor Swift. The theme song is On My Way by Maxton Waller, and there's a full version available on his Bandcamp. Take a look at the episode description for a link. It's pay what you want. Brian Fernandez is our content producer. Asha Nicolette is our community manager. Esther Ellis is our lead editor. Travis Reeves provides additional editing. Robin Rapp is our transcriber. Special thanks this week to our patrons Eli Goldwag and May Hales for providing names for characters and items. This show is supported by a Patreon full of cool cats. Folks like Nicholas Smith, Dylan Gerald, Gigaro, Derek Robinson, Logical Nonsense, Not Blue Falcon, James Donaldson, Alex, Levi Gillikin, Lizette Delgado, Wyatt Verscher, Howard Shapiro, Harlan Sinclair, Morgan Troop, Harrison Hapner, Calvin Chavez, Daria Cochis, Brian Moreno, Grant Bowering, and Jerry Kahn. If you want to support the show, the best way to do it is to join our Patreon at patreon.com/dungeonsanddads. There's tons of bonus content. We do an after show where we talk about each episode the week after release. We have a Discord where we do live listens. There's bonus video. There's bonus audio. There's bonus multimedia, including 2 standalone one-shot series in the Call of Cthulhu and the Star Wars RPG system. We also just hit a Patreon stretch goal, so we'll be doing a Cutthroat Regency Adventure mini-series featuring 4 eligible bachelorettes who must use their wits to attract a worthy husband before their rivals do, called Sons and Sonsability. That Patreon stretch goal will be available to every patron at every level, so head on over to patreon.com/dungeonsanddads to learn more. Our website is dungeonsanddaddies.com. Our store is store.dungeonsandaddies.com. There's a bunch of new merch in there if you haven't checked it out in a while. Twitter is at Dungeons and Dads. Subreddit is Dungeons and Daddies. Welcome everyone to season 2. Our next episode comes out Tuesday, February 8th. We do new episodes every other week. And by the way, the off weeks are where all the Patreon content goes, just saying. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.